Viper and her little poison thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, you have a necklace?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, all right. We still got 40
The
seconds.
toxin necklace.
Oh, okay.
No sound. No sound.
Got this?
Wait, no sound.
Man, Quack's so bad at the no sound part.
Litikayo! It's Neon's ult!
क्या हाल है दोस्तों?
Oh, she's good with the
so
quotes.
sorry.
I missed.
Yeah, you're good with the quotes.
What is
All
up?
right.
What is up?
No sound. No sound. This is hard without sound.
Yeah, dude.
This is hard without sound.
Nice रे गणेश.
This, and then
आवाज ऑडियो
Way
ऑडियो
too
सब
much
ठीक है ना?
Valorant and you're a wrist player.
and then like.
No sound.
Oh, is that the mosh pit?
Nope.
No. Can I pass this?
Okay,
No,
you can
next.
pass,
wanna
you can
pass?
pass.
Well, yeah,
Alright.
that's hard.
Oh, and we're out of time.
All right.
What was it?
The one he passed was
Oh!
That one's tough.
Very good.
How would you
His
have done
ult.
that? I can't figure it out. I have to do it
Guys दिल्ली में बैठे हैं.
because it's like.
And then, I mean, what you did was correct. It's just
Thank
one
you.
by one,
I
right?
feel like, well,
This looks like a weird
Yeah.
dance move.
Yeah.
looks like
All
you were
right.
saying
And then
like
the last one we
bad
didn't get
words.
to was curveball.
Which
That
would've
would've
been
Oh,
as
that would have been
well.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
you got most of them.
How
I
many
think
is
they
that?
counted.
Got
एक
6
सेकंड
points.
का.
Not bad, not bad. All right,
Right.
let's see if Will can
Beginners.
keep up.
All right.
Okay. Oh, look
Okay.
at him. He's warming up. You gotta
Warming
do
up.
the
I'm warming
wrist
up.
stretches.
I gotta get
Wrist stretches.
I gotta get ready for my high EDPI. You know what I mean? my 1600
It's over
EDPI.
9,000 EDPI.
Okay. All right, I'm ready.
Oh.
वन भाई मैच कब से है? 1:30 से है
You
guys.
got 2 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
कैसे हो? नाइस रे गणेश, नाइस रे गणेश, नाइस रे गणेश. और कुछ बोलो guys.
Okay.
ये
Sounds loud.
Is it his ult?
No.
बैंड बनवा दो.
What's her
voice
what the
line?
motion is?
हाँ.
Oh, is it the Sky's ult?
Yes.
मैच
it's
1:30 को
the
स्टार्ट होगा ना.
Cabbages!
The cabbage.
आज अपन गरम गरम कॉफी पी रहे हैं.
More cabbages!
Oh,
How's the crowd there guys? पूरा पैक है.
Oh, he's standing. This is
पूरा
serious.
पूरा पैक
Oh
है.
my
Sounds-
gosh.
मतलब इतना पैक है कि लोग जमीन पे भी बैठ गए हैं बस गेम
Is
देखने
that
के लिए.
Omen's
देखो दिल्ली बेंचमार्क सेट कर रहा है गाइस वॉच पार्टी के लिए.
TP?
Yes,
Yeah.
TP, the
Okay.
rendezvous. Thank you.
You got it. All right. next.
Rendezvous. That's
Sound
right.
allowed. Sound allowed.
Oh.
Oh, Cypher's tripwire.
Yes.
इंदौर रहो भाई. हाँ दिल्ली में फुल हुआ कि नहीं?
Very
फुल
good.
Next.
बोल रहा हूँ भाई लोग जमीन पे बैठे क्योंकि
No
जगह नहीं है.
No sound.
Okay.
This
समझ
is
रहे हो?
weird.
Who cares what this is?
कौन कौन आया? बहुत लोग आए हैं भाई. बहुत अभी सबके नाम थोड़ी देता बैठे.
What is that?
Oh, Gecko's ult.
Yes, thank you. I do get
Good
the jump
job.
in.
That's so...
All right, next one.
कब बैग देना मेरा से.
Oh, what is that? Is it Dizzy?
अच्छा यही चाहिए था. किसका तो वायर है अभी ले रहा हूँ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to add the last part. I had to
I
add
love
the
that you're
last part.
jumping.
Huh?
You're so committed to this.
30 seconds.
Oh, okay, this one. I got this.
चार्ज करना है फोन.
Something so smelly. Like you're in a bad bathroom.
No.
Is it Viper? Like you did this last. Oh, you're.
ये जो गाइस ये गेम्स का
Yeah.
बकचोदी जल्दी खत्म हो जाएगा तो अपने
Yeah.
लौंडे आएंगे स्टेज पे.
Yeah, the.
Okay, 7 seconds.
Last one.
गाइस
got this.
कसकाई कप्पा.
Is this another?
कप्पा is there
Polka?
of course guys. कप्पा अपने साथ ही है. Hello Ayan bhai, hello.
Oh, the Aldro.
Yeah,
Aldro, thank
It's
you.
so
got it.
cute.
No,
Why
we
is
gotta
it
count
so
that.
cute?
We gotta count
Yes, you gotta
that.
count that.
The Aldro's
You got so
slow.
much
The
today.
Aldro's slow.
Dude.
down
I was down to the last
fast.
paper. Dude.
What was the last one?
So weird.
Res.
Oh,
Oh,
that would
that
have been.
would've been-
Classic SM, Summon FC.
Oh,
Kappa,
man,
Faffa, yes,
when,
Kappa.
when you couldn't get
एक
yours,
second, guys,
I
Kappa
got
से
really
बात करो,
nervous,
इसमें दे रहा
and I was
Kappa
like,
को.
this is as
I
good as it
thought she was
gets.
trolling
It's
you.
always the one. No, it's always the one
What's up?
when he doesn't
The
mask.
mask, yeah.
क्या
I'm so
लगता है?
distracted.
क्या
Like, it
score
looks
होगा?
like you're in a
First half का.
smelly room.
I want Aldrin.
पहले तो बताओ कि मैप पिक्स क्या
Yeah, I
रहे.
wish I could have
क्या
done
लगता है?
sounds for that.
Your drone's so cute. Why is
Oh,
it so
man.
cute?
हम लोग कौन सा मैप
Apparently,
पिक
I
करेंगे
make
लगता है
good
तुम लोग को.
inanimate
और
objects.
बैन कौन सा
Yeah.
करेंगे
Last
बता
time,
दो.
now the outro.
It's you do. I love your commitment. You're like
Thank you.
updrafting and real, like
Thank you.
This
real
little
life.
teleport where he goes from here.
Yeah, you like snapped his finger and he
Hey,
jumped.
that's as accurate as it gets for nerfed chamber, all right? It doesn't
Fine,
go very
true,
far.
True.
I didn't even know count it as a, he's hardly played
हो
anymore.
सकता
He's
है
never
भाई.
played anymore. But you
Bind
win
भी हो
with
सकता है.
7 points. You
Thank
got 6
you.
points.
Thank you. Thank
Round
you.
of applause.
और अगर
Both of
बाइंड
these
मैप
guys.
आया
Nice
तो
little
रॉसी
banner,
क्या
I
एजेंट
like
खेलेगा.
it.
Yeah.
You guys did great today. Good job.
I like it.
Great job. All right, we're going to go on a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the very first matchup for today, so don't go away. We'll be right back in a minute.
Zero distraction. Zero doubt. Zero opposition.
Red Bull gives you wings.
अच्छा इनबिल्ट ऐड है उसके बाद वो लेकर आना चाहिए था दूसरा कैन
Red Bull
आज
gives
वो
you
गाना
wings.
गाने वाले आज गाएंगे ना मैच जीतने के बाद गाएंगे गाना सब्सक्राइब ही नहीं किया क्या अब तक भाई क्या हो रहा है ये तुम लोग सब्सक्राइब क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो शर्म ही नहीं ना लाइक नहीं करते सब्सक्राइब नहीं करते तुम्हें पता है क्या अभी स्ट्रीम पे जितने वॉचिंग है ना उससे ज्यादा लोग यहाँ पे लाइव व्यू पार्टी के लिए क्या कर रहे हो तुम लोग शेयर नहीं कर रहे हो लग रहा है स्ट्रीम शेयर करो पब्लिक को बुलाओ स्ट्रीम पे आओ साथ में बैठ के देखते हैं मैच भाविन कुछ पॉइंटर्स भी देगा
Gives you wings.
क्या सही हो रहा है क्या गलत हो रहा है एक्साइटमेंट रहेगा
क्योंकि कप्पा ही बात कर रहा है मैं बैठा हूँ अभी के लिए भाई
माइक मेरे हाथ में दोस्त भाविन कॉफी पी रहा था फुल स्क्रीन अभी के लिए बोल रहा है एक एड के लिए बोल रहा है कैम फुल कर दो दिल्ली में कहाँ है वॉच पार्टी देख ट्विटर इंस्टाग्राम फॉलो करता रहेगा अगर तू जी का तो तेरे को पता चल जाएगा इजी या फिर हम लोग का भी देख मैंने भी स्टोरी शेयर किया है ट्विटर पे रीट्वीट किया है ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स ने भी पोस्ट किया है औरो बार एंड किचन सब्सक्राइब और शेयर कर दो दोस्तों और लाइक तो साथ में बनेगा ही ये ले
कर दिया कब का आपने एक और हेडफोन है क्या ओके गाइस जो एक बाप का होगा वो बोलेगा जी आज जीतेगा ये भी ठीक है अभी है ना मेरे को भूख लग रही है थोड़ी गाइस
Welcome back to VCT Pacific. I'm Victoria, and at the desk with me,
Let's
Will and
go!
Black. We got our custard team here, where we played some excellent charades. So we're going to go into the first matchup of today. We have RRQ and Global Esports. Now, both of these teams have had a strong showing at various points. RRQ is one of the rare teams, one of the two teams that actually took a map off of DRX.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
him.
RRQ obviously showing
Oh,
great,
Gary!
especially the fact that they
What's
took
up, Gary?
7 off of
Gary's
DRX.
playing, guys.
That's what
Daga
wowed
diya
a lot
Gary
of
ne
people,
apne
just
ko.
the level of prep they had in trying to counteract DRX's strengths, obviously led by Flipstrider as the IGL, and then his kind of duo 𝑋𝐈𝐍𝐿𝐿, right, as the two
वो
veterans
नहीं है
on
क्या
this team.
अडेप्टर नहीं है
I think
ठीक है
Ewok as well as their coach. I mean, they prepped so much for that.
अब
They took the
अपना
one
10
half
मिनट में
off.
पैकेज चालू
They
होएगा
showed
ना
so much preparation on
10
this
मिनट्स
map
में है ना
and
अपना
showed
खाना
that
आएगा ना
They have the counter strats
भूख
that
भूख
they're
लगी है
able
अभी
to, when they prepare and execute to perfection.
जैसे होएगा
can
उसको सिर्फ
take
बोल
down
दे
even
चिकन चिली
giants
भेजने
like
के लिए
DRX. But
Thank
you know,
you. Sorry,
today, I
Shilks,
think it's
काम
one of
करवा
those
रहा हूँ
matches where it's such a
गैरी
almost
आईजीएल
like
कर
a
रहा है
rivalry if you think
इंपॉर्टेंट
about
मैच
it.
हाँ
It's
इसके लिए
another
तो
one
गैरी
just like
सामने वाले के लिए खेल रहा है
versus
क्योंकि गैरी से तो ना हो पाएगा इस
Yeah, actually, now that you bring it up, when we had the chance to talk to some of the members of RRQ, I remember Coach 𝘼𝘽𝙊𝐻 saying one of the teams that he absolutely wants to beat is Global Esports because they're these two teams that have had to get over this language barrier, right?
Yep.
And they're one of the more global teams here that haven't been together.
Guys,
for a long
audio
time, so they
all
have to go
okay?
through the whole, deal with learning comms in
ऑडियो
English,
ठीक है कि
so
नहीं है
they can
कुछ
all
भी है तो
come
अभी
together,
बोलो अभी
and
अपन
then get to
चेंजेस
that
कर देंगे
place. Now, I think both teams are starting to show what they can look like when they hit that potential, but RRQ not quite consistent enough just yet. We haven't had that many weeks where we can confidently say, okay, this is the new RRQ.
Yeah.
I think so because when you think about
Mic
a
audio
team
फटे आ रही है
like
अभी
Global
ठीक है
Esports and with 𝘼𝐺𝐊𝐿𝐻 plus Lightning Fast
आपका
coming
वॉइस
in,
ज्यादा है अभी
you
ठीक
see
होएगा
how
वो
these
माइक
guys
थोड़ा
play out.
बाजू
You've
में
seen
था
how
चाहिए तो
incredibly sharp
और
they
कम
can
कर
be
सकता
and
हूँ
how aggressive 𝘼𝐺𝐊𝐻 gets sometimes. And it's not just blind aggression either. He knows how to pull back. He knows how to land shots and hold positions. It's really strong, and it's something that consistently puts Global in big numbers. I mean, a lot of these rounds is led by 𝘼𝐺𝐊𝐻 getting like 13 first kills last week when they played against Gen G.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big number. And we're talking about their first round kill to win conversion as well. That's something to think about. But at the same time, I think today is going to be one of those big mental battles, right, Will?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I mean, I think this is the battle between 𝘼𝐺𝐻, the IGL, and 𝘼𝐺𝐻. We'll talk more about that in detail, of course, later on. But as Quack was saying, I mean, the counter-strike, the prep that each team has done, which is, I think, how they're able to challenge the giants like DRX.
अभी ठीक है क्या
Global
हेलो
Esports
अभी देखो माइक
taking
चेक 1 2
DRX to
3
their
हेलो
first challenge in that, several overtimes.
हाँ वही देख रहा हूँ
split,
मैं
obviously,
सब
off the
सही
back
है
of
भाई
the
हाँ
incredible
ठीक है
kill record from Monyet. But
देख रहा
I
हूँ
think something else that I've noted is some fans saying, it's great to
अभी देखो अभी
hear
थोड़ा
SK
बेस
Rossi
वाला
and
हैवी
Tom's
आवाज कम
videos that
आएगा
Global
अभी
Esports
मैंने
puts out,
सप्रेशन भी
and
कम किया
how
है अभी
confident
ठीक
he
है
is to ask for support,
गाइस देखो अभी
right?
अपन
How
लाइव वॉच पार्टी
active
पे
he is
थोड़ा
on
बहुत
the
तो
comms,
ऊपर
which
नीचे
I think
होएगा
just
गाइस
once again goes to show that maybe Global Esports
गुड
just
नाउ
a bit more
परफेक्ट ओके
comfortable
सही
in
है
the comm department right now compared to RRQ.
Yeah.
Kind of have to agree.
That's
भाई सब
right.
बैठ गए भाई
Even before Rossi and Lightning got into Korea, they, like you said, they showed a really strong showing against DRX in the earlier weeks without them.
Yes.
And that even though, let's pull up the scoreline and the team standings so far actually. So even though it was a 2-0 DRX.
अपने को बस मैच से मतलब
That
अपनी
was
भाई की
pretty
सुरीली
crazy.
आवाज नहीं
Then
चाहिए
when Rossi and
मेरा
Lightning
दिल
came into town, they started getting their
कहने
first wins, their first like full
लगा
match wins, and they're looking really
पास
strong. So,
आके न तू
yeah.
Yeah, I
they-
mean, Global Esports, I think, again, in the beginning of Pacific, a lot of people saying, the best team to never win, and then they started to get their wins, especially once SK Rossi and Lightning Fast came into Korea. On the other side, RRQ, I mean, they started to show some rejuvenation, and then the reason I say
वो
they're
मैच
not
जीतने के
consistent
बाद
just
बात
yet
तो
is
सही
because
है
of that loss to T1, right? I mean, the loss to DRX, that's not a surprise. The fact that they even took one map is impressive, but the loss to T1, they started to make the same mistake.
पापा
They
I met
actually got
skills yesterday
counter-targeted
हमको
in the
skills
sense
नहीं
that,
मिला इतने महीने से
T1 was
आपको
so
मिल
well
गया
prepared
ये
for
बात
enemy
भी
Morse
ठीक है
lurks, and once that fell through, RRQ started to kind of devolve back into their panic mode that we saw in the first couple weeks.
Right, and then we start to see things fall apart with the structure.
Still
and
से माइक
everything,
इशू
and
गाइस
that's
इससे
why
ज्यादा
it's
मैं
another
अभी
thing
कुछ
that's so
कर नहीं
important to think
पाऊंगा
about.
बहुत एफ हो
But at the
जाएगा
same
सब
time, it's just such
फिर
an
क्या होएगा
important
अगर
match
मैं और
between these
सप्रेशन
two
कम
teams
करूंगा
because
तो
if you
पीछे
think
का
about
पूरा
it,
वॉल्यूम तुम
both
लोग
of
को
them right
आएगा
now tied up at 2
समझ
wins,
रहे हो
4 losses. Both of them are at 7th place in our standings. 7th is just one shy of playoffs.
पोपा
And
जी आज
that's why
गिव
it's so
होगा होगा
hard for
होगा
them to actually win. Whoever wins actually increases their chances of
तुम
making
लोग
the
अगर
playoffs,
47k
maybe a
कर
bit.
देते हो
Of
तो
course,
मैं
you have
दो
to take,
2100
like,
पॉइंट्स
teams
गिव
who
अवे
go
करता
to
हूँ
actually
चलो
fall
सिंपल
out
गिव
in
अवे
6th place,
Sure.
perhaps.
और जी
But
जीतेगी
still,
तो बैटल
if
पास
you
तो
lose
दूंगा ही
today,
यो
your chances of making a
एक
playoff
सेकंड
like
पोल करे
greatly diminishes,
पोल
and that's going to be something.
And
that's painful.
in RRQ, the next 2 weeks, they're facing off Talon and
Yeah,
Rex.
they absolutely need this
It's-
win.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
tough
going to
fight.
be
Yeah,
uphill
they
battle
have-
constantly for them. But I think you guys
Start up
both
poll.
of you guys made a really great point. This is going to be a crazy matchup. Like this is.
क्या
We'll
हम
talk about predictions later. But it's gonna be a bit of a
जीतेंगे
toss-up. So we got Flip and 𝘼𝐺𝐻 here, and I like how they're both kind of number like their doppelganger. Like,
Yeah,
Number 1.
Yeah, Flip saying
We're
I'm
both
number
one.
1, Aaron saying I'm number 1.
No,
There's
I'm
a little bit
one.
of there's a little difference in energy in the picture here. But again, we talked about it. I think it's really about the battle here.
तो
the
सब्सक्राइब का
mid-rounding,
स्पेलिंग
the
ही
prep
भूल
that
गया
they've
क्या मैं
done. Obviously,
सब
that extends to the coaches as well. And then whichever players are able to really get online. line early. But a big part of that, you know, whether it's them getting kills or the positioning they have, that's how both Flip and Aaron like to call around their own positioning until that they're able to gather amongst their teammates. And the big question is how much can you really pressure the opponent so that they have to change their patterns early on in each map?
Yeah. You have these two teams who can counter strat really well. You have these two teams with great coaches, you know, Eraser and Ewok, and they do a lot of prep for each of them. But in these games, it's the IGLs, Aaron and Flip, who do the calling. These guys are actually the most influence in the middle of a match, in the middle of a round, and they have to be the ones who kind of adapt to each other, because you could stick to the same strat, but if you don't really switch around, someone starts to figure you out.
Yeah. But let's talk about our predictions. One is not like the other.
Oh, it's me. I'm not like
Look at
that.
Well,
so it's like for you, it doesn't matter who you predict. Everyone gets mad at you.
Okay, so I get to defend myself a little bit.
Defend yourself.
Well, so here's we were talking about this backstage as well. I think this game can get very close. However, if both of them come well prepped as they always have, if both of them have been calling, I have to say, I think Global Esports has just looked a bit more consistent in their overall average mechanics, the individual mechanics, right? All 5 players just tend to be online just a bit quicker than the members of RRQ. And at that point, yeah, if you have the same amount of prep, it's going to come down to the aim duels at the end. And I got to raise Global Esports' hand in that sense just a tad bit.
Honestly, I think that's a very fair and accurate point.
मेकअप ट्यूटोरियल बनाना चालू करो भाई मुझे देखो मैं एक ऑनेस्ट सी बात बताता हूँ ठीक है सारी लड़कियों
when Rossi's
तुम्हें
feeling
मेकअप की जरूरत
it,
नहीं
it's a little scary.
मुझे मेकअप देख
So why did you pick RRQ over Global
मतलब मैं
Esports,
डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो जाता हूँ
betrayer of Global Esports?
मुझे नहीं पसंद आता मेकअप ऐसा टोपा हुआ
I'm getting labeled by
eyeliner काजल
Alright, we'll talk
understand
about this in a bit. We'll talk about this. We're going to go to the stage in a bit. And then you're going to defend why you have decided to betray Global
You'll get a
Esports.
short chance.
Okay, I'm sorry to cut you off because the players are ready for their walkout, and then you can talk about why you didn't pick Global Esports. But I'm excited to see their walkout. These two teams got so much energy, like personally on stage, and I think we're going to see some explosive, fun as heck plays. With that, we are going to go to the stage now. We see Global Esports versus RRQ.
All the best, Bhavin. Thank you, Mridul. Let's go, guys. Woo! ऑर्डर लेंगे अभी भूख लगी है ये बहुत मस्त गाना है गाइस। पापा जी आपका फेवरेट एजेंट कौन सा है? क्या लगता है? तुम लोग बताओ।
This is VCT Pacific, and Week 7, we're seeing the matchup between South Asia's RRQ and Global Esports. Now, Quack, it's your time to explain why you didn't choose Mon yet, and instead you chose RRQ as your prediction.
First of all, these two, they're good friends. It's hilarious to watch them slap each other.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a slap fight, and that's what this prediction really is, you know, because I think I agree with Will, Global does look better in terms of just raw aim and just consistency, but thinking about the strength, thinking about the potential of RRQ, These guys have been just stronger underdogs, and with the win that they got from DRX, just the one map, I kind of really liked it. I hope to see that they have more counter strats. Oh my God!
I love it. EJ's also got a lot of personality. He's just a little jokester, and I love talking to him whenever you have a chance. Same thing with Rossi, of course. I mean, he's just really loving the fact that he's here.
He loves his PJ pants.
He does like his PJ pants. No,
Evan, are you okay?
A bit confused. Oh, he's purposely.
Whoops, sorry.
Oh, by the way, I think this is also worth pointing out. Evan, now here for the first map, obviously they've been selectively subbing in Evan on only certain maps as that extra initiator. So curious to see what that means for the map picks and bans, and of course which agent he'll be picking up as well.
It's going to be very interesting, but of course, like
guys, मैं guess कर रहा हूँ.
Mental battle, and these
Fracture
two are the ones taking lead in that discussion. Ewok and Eraser. Oh, it's a hug! It's not just a bro fist anymore.
Oh, it's so hard.
Fracture, Pearl.
I love it. That's why it was so hard to predict that.
या तो Fracture, Lotus, Bind.
Battle to the death. Your RRQ.
Oh man.
This is goodbye.
Fracture, Pearl, Bind, या तो
Ewok.
Fracture, Lotus, Bind.
Friends outside, but enemies in game.
I mean, that's what it's got to be, right? I mean,
Yep.
if you're preparing, especially, again, in a match like today, for both teams, it would mean a lot in terms of keeping their chances alive for the playoffs, more so for RRQ, who we mentioned earlier on the desk. They have a harder road left ahead of them.
That's right. Again, I mean, both these guys tied 7-7, and only one of them really gets to continue to climb. I really wonder what this draft map pick will say, because that's going to matter a lot.
I love watching South Asia teams and Southeast Asian teams because they will always do something a little bit different. Yeah, and I'm hoping to see a lot of that today. And
I'm curious, I mean, with
Why
Emmett
be
here,
हम
I'm
analyst
curious,
है
maybe
यार.
does that mean, you know, we might go to like a first map split, you know, maybe something a little crazy. So I'm curious to see what that would.
pick Bind, just pick Bind somebody,
I mean,
please.
yeah, Bind.
Bind.
Just haven't seen it here.
Keep the propeller hat and then just fly through the teleporter.
Or through the little hole on B site.
Oh yeah, with your hat.
That's a little change, but all right, we're starting
Lotus.
things off.
That's a
Ban
good
on
start.
Lotus.
Okay, no 3 sites. All right, I like it. I mean, I think especially Global giving a lot of
Yeah.
respect, right? Yeah, a lot of respect to the
RRQ
Haven
was
man.
scary on it.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Yep, Emmett did play the last time when they played against T1. He came in as that KO for RRQ's Fracture, so that's going to be the pickup there.
I don't know how I feel about Fracture, though, because it does look a little bit chaotic at times. And remember, that's the one where they lost to T1 really heavily with Munchkin. But I do like Pro. It's, again, one of those maps where I think it favors Global a
Guys,
little
third
bit
map Bind, guys.
a little bit more rehearsed, but I think it also allows
Guys,
for RRQ to go
per prediction है guys.
Guys,
Oh,
we've got a Bind!
All right.
We've got a Bind in the house in Pacific.
Take away the predictions. All we're predicting is we hope it goes to map 3. Yes, yeah.
Map 3, map 3.
Map 3.
I'm really curious.
Guys, मैं
right,
चाहता
what
हूँ
the Pacific teams,
G20
you know, their
जीते
expectations
पर
are of the changes on Bind. I mean, we won't know
मैं
until we
Bind में
actually
देखना
see
चाहता हूँ
it,
तो
so
guys बहुत
it would be
conflicted हूँ
nice
अंदर
for
से.
us as viewers and of course as analysts and casters to be able to take a quick look. But of course, for these teams, especially a team like RRQ again, who's fighting for that spot into the playoffs, I mean, trying to win at 2-0 is an absolute must.
Yeah, you want to make it decisive as well, but then again, you're never quite sure what's going to happen, so this agent composition will inform us.
G क्या खेल रहा है Fracture? Jet.
Okay,
Jet.
so quite
Double
a bit of
duelist.
change on RRQ. I mean, they made a change last time for T1 as well, but
Double duelist?
and then double Monyet on the raise back. People have been asking for Monyet to get back to the duelist, and now they're going Jet raise. Oh, this is going to be a banger for sure. Because then on the other side, you have RRQ accepting. Okay, we just gotta go with kind of.
तुम लोग को आवाज आ रहा है कि नहीं
here.
पीछे से?
You know, go for the double flashes, go for the killjoy instead of something like a Cypher or the Viper that 𝘼𝘽𝑉 didn't look as used to. Oh man, I'm curious how this one pans out.
This is going to be huge.
I think we're ready to get into the first game as these two battle for playoffs. And it's going to be absolute mayhem. I can't wait. The casters are going to talk us through it. And today we've got Valdez and Tasis casting for us today on Fracture.
That is right. We might not even
सुनाई
talk
दे
you
रहा
through it.
है.
We might yell you through it.
Whoa!
It's going to be an insane match coming up here. I think this is a tough one to call. I think we probably will go to 3 maps. I think these teams are both top tier and have really improved over the weeks to come and seem to be in good form now.
Absolutely. I mean, both of these teams have showed that they are better than what they showed at the beginning of the league, of course. So very much looking forward to this match. Obviously, these two teams are very close to each other. A lot of the players, even the coaches, going back and forth.
Yo guys, 1000 लोग देख रहे हैं क्या? हमारे पास 1000 likes है.
Compositions, I like what Global Esports have brought out here. I like the little bit of flair, the double duelist. And if they can come out as sharp as they did last time around, they're going to be a really strong and scary team to take down Tasteless. So here we are on Fracture.
Yeah, Valdez, RRQ versus Global Esports. We're going to go to the map Fracture to start this off. We had Rossi not on the team for the first couple weeks. He's finally now settled in here to
same time pe na
and with his presence, he has done some incredible plays. We're definitely going to be watching how he performs here now.
Chalo, same time pe guys.
And look, RRQ, I was fortunate enough to actually have dinner with these guys just a few weeks ago, and they said they did feel a little uncomfortable on the stage in the very beginnings, but they've acclimated. They're feeling very confident now. They had a great series against DRX, and I look forward to seeing if maybe they can take Global Esports on.
Absolutely. Well, we're coming in here quick through the arcade right now as Global Esports trying to use that aggression. And immediately, 𝐻LrangeR is going to take his head off.
First shot, first kill. Rossi with the headshot as Global Esports is
Let's go!
Over here on the B side, only 3 left for RRQ as they're going to try to come in here
Texture
with a
aram se.
one. Texture's out of the picture.
Yeah, Flipsider not taking any damage either, but the spike is already planted, and Global Esports, a good time to mention they have the highest pistol win rates in all of VCT Pacific. We'll see if they can make it work now, or if I just cast or curse them as, oh, he misses up the grenade! And they got it at half. I think RRQ's going to be able to defuse this.
Yeah, I think they just stick it, and that's going to be it. A bold play there from RRQ as they put the first win on the board.
ठीक है, कोई ना.
Not really come down to the final gunfight, but maybe some sluggish moves there from Global Esports.
Yeah, you know, a little bit of caster curse action as well. You know, just throw a little chance over to RRQ. But yeah, started off well for the side of Global Esports with the entry, but and then just fix it, especially the fact that it's a big deal. You're not going to be able to stop that defuse.
DJ with some great tunnel control back there as well. Global Esports here on map 2, they are going
Need miss cost them, हाँ चलेगा होता है guys.
They're going to quietly try to tiptoe over towards A, just past Dish. RRQ with a bit of an exterior position. They are going to send the bird in there and ping them. And that's going to signal to the rest of RRQ where exactly Global Esports is.
Yeah. You know, pretty typical one. They don't, they do get the one blind, so Global Esports are actually going to wrap back around over here to bench and look to potentially enter B once again, but obviously not going to be too easy for them, but let's see what they got.
And a very quiet start as B is going to be the target. They're going to ease in over here, coming right underneath. And they're going to do a long, are they going to do a wraparound all the way towards A again? No, they're going to come up here to B.
Game sound है but low है, रुको.
Sights down there.
Nice.
Here we go. Starting again.
Game sound guys full पे है अभी किधर, रुको check करता हूँ.
RRQ, this is going to be pretty wild if they actually do lose this. Flip could try to pop through the door. It looks like he's just going to miss. As they're just going to go set up on A. Flip peeks. Monyet around that corner. Can't get the crosshair over there. Global Esports gets another. Only 2 left now.
Man, this is an insane round so far for Global Esports. On the eco, potentially going to win this one. I think Rossi was spotted, though. 𝐼𝐽𝐿 able to get one. 𝑋𝐵ARROW gets the second. That's a third.
They keep it going.
1v1.
And it's just going to be Texture left over here trying to buy time. There is plenty of time on the spike here. And he gets it to half. Oh, and a miss. Great shot there with the classic, a narrow victory. RRQ gets 2 in a row.
Game sound देख रहा हूँ मैं guys.
Yeah, was
100 पे इधर से.
But they got there in the end. And that's going to feel pretty good. You'll note that they don't have
इससे ज़्यादा नहीं. Game sound बढ़ाना है, कैसे बढ़ाऊँ?
credits now to go for their potential bonus round. Not going to feel too possible.
ठीक है guys, अपन mic का audio थोड़ा कम कर देते तो तुम लोग game का already ज़्यादा आ जाएगा, ठीक है?
Esports, they nearly made the eco play happen here in round 2, but it wasn't meant to be as RRQ are solid through 2.
मैं faint हो जाऊँगा.
Yeah, excellent round there. Honestly, Global Esports very impressive despite losing that. This should be an easy bonus round, however, as RRQ, fairly starved, is going to come into this. And, you know, if they get plays like that, I'll tell you, man, a few sheriff clicks to the head, things start to look very different.
Yeah.
Can 𝐿𝑚𝑖𝑚𝑜r get one more? Oh,
भाई ऐसे एक-एक करके मत जाओ भाई, please.
We saw this from 10 just yesterday. He was able to pull off some crazy stuff with the sheriff, even in a kind of losing position against PRX. Let's see what 𝐿𝑚𝑖𝑚𝑜r's got. Definitely a better position for RRQ this time around. Not going to land a second shot just yet.
All right, Rossi going to come forward here, trying to push. Gets one over to the side. 𝘍𝑟 has him covered.
All right.
Ozzy with the wraparound. 3-stack over here in the hall. And he's going to try to flush him out. He does just that. The gunplay too good here for RRQ.
Yeah, just the stack and not landing the headshots. And Sparrow gets another as 𝐼𝐍𝐻𝑒 just going to sidestep that one. Does not care about the Brim ultimate. And it will be a round going the way of Global Esports. They do lose 3 of the rifles.
अरे 2 अल्टी यूज किया रे उन लोग ने, चोमो लोग ने, nice.
One of these rounds so far has been a bit of a bloodbath here. No flawlesses. It's been extremely close. Good play there by Global Esports, but an expected win in that bonus round.
Take a look at this. As some of the cleanouts here in A main were not that clean. Maybe I used the poor choice of words there, but Global Esports eventually do clear them out. And yeah, that Brim ult was kind of confusing. A little bit desperate, I suppose. Maybe trying to win the eco round for RRQ. Don't think it was necessary for the side of 𝑋𝐵ARREL, but that's just fine as he is going to peek here on Dish as there's another one.
Bit of a trade out there. We've got Flip trying to push up, but so far they've failed to actually curb any progress. 𝘼𝑒k going to come through here trying to get a nuke off. Shot fired in, it does not connect. He'll wrap back around.
Spike planted.
And this is going to be a pretty hairy retake if they can actually pull it off.
𝘼𝑒k trying to push here, low on health, trying to gain some information for his team as well. Doggy backs up real quick. He's not having any of that.
Doggy with the dodge there on the paint shells.
Nice.
But so far, Global Esports, I mean, they've just been too good at controlling these angles. Emin makes a little bit of progress, but Rossi is going to be the final boss here on
That's really the issue. Rossi here.
Save करो रे. नहीं हो पाएगा, save करो.
Looks like we will get a save from RRQ, not willing to push in 2v3.
Nice round, guys. Let's go, let's go.
Global Esports should be able to tie it up 2-2.
And I guess the question now is, as we get further on into the half, how is Global Esports going to look? Are they going to keep stacking these wins together? They looked extremely strong in that last game. And a good save there for RRQ, trying to bring those rifles into the next round. We've got a sheriff buy here as well for 𝐿𝑚𝑖𝑚𝑜r.
Yeah, can't blame them after what we saw
Alt
earlier.
mess up क्यों रे? Alt mess up नहीं किया रे, वो result तो space creation के लिए था. सब लोग थोड़ी सामने आके खड़े रहेंगे. और वो 30 HP में आगे भी नहीं आ सकता था, मर जाता तो और गंदा. इतना अच्छा कि इसका नेट भी था ना.
Continuing with the half armor bias here is Global Esports, even though they do have some credits under their belts after the last couple of rounds.
It's going to be a 3-2 split here. Pressure building onto A, but a heavy stack here for RRQ. We've seen them try to come through Dish a lot. EJ actually making it work here.
Yeah, the fault line getting so much value as paint sales just to try to buy some space, but it doesn't matter. He's going to be taken out.
Insane push there by 𝐼𝐍𝑻𝑒. Oh, flip. Looking like an aimbot. That was wild.
He saw the second guy, so he's like,
I
push, guys. A site's clear. Well, no, it wasn't. That's going to be a plant here. 𝐿𝑚𝑖𝑚𝑜r will be able to upgrade his gun, though. Definitely a decent chance for RRQ on the retake.
I mean, this is doable for RRQ.
Smoke's down.
They're going to smoke this out. That should force the position for Global Esports to collapse slightly, allowing RRQ to advance a little bit further. And nobody's poked out just yet. And I don't think Global Esports is going to try to counter push. 𝘍𝑟 just going to continue with a lurk. Let the smoke run out, and it does.
But he is spotted. 𝐼𝐍𝑻𝑒 is also low. He's going to get the one.
Oh, he
Sees
saw
the
battle.
Oh!
That was sick.
Huge clutch.
I'm telling you, man, the guns in this game are too long.
You got to get like so.
एक बार refresh कर रहा हूँ मैं.
just have terrible accuracy, like nobody can hit anything.
बाजी करो, बाजी
Beautiful
करो.
closer there, Bozzy. So clutch.
You saw even more than the barrel. You saw like his hands too.
Yeah.
And I guess, you know, it's hard to make that quick communication like, oh, I died from the corner. So he just wasn't looking the right way as he entered to try to retake in the 1v1. And can't really blame him for that one, obviously. So nice little try from 𝘋𝐸𝐺 at the end. But Global
भाई आदित्य खाना खिलाते.
Sitting pretty after losing the pistol round to RRQ.
टाइम आउट है रे यार, डर गए गाइस, तुम लोग टेंशन मत लो, डर गए.
RRQ calls for a timeout. They had a very good start, but it does seem like the half is getting to run away from them. That last round there, I mean, that could have gone either way. It actually seemed like RRQ had the right setup. So I don't know if there's going to be a strategic shift here, but we'll see if their behavior changes going to round 6. Still a delightfully close match. The question really is, can Global Esports keep comboing these wins? You know, the pistol round and the round 2, they're very different than when you start to get deep into a half. You really have a lot of utility. You've got your rifles out or operators out. Got your ultis. That's where a stronger team can really express the skill difference.
Yeah, and we will be seeing
RRQ रे, RRQ कर रहे हो तुम लोग.
You know, everybody's got rifles. We got 3 full armors on the side of RRQ. Somewhat rare to see that nowadays, as here comes 𝘋𝐸𝐺 looking for that entry, but Monyet's going to steal it away. Still a good entry here for Global Esports.
Kind of a funny little bump there from him. Beautifully done there by Monyet. Gets him after that. 𝘼𝐺 here in the smoke. Actually, he's going to be... what? Oh.
Interesting idea. I think he was going to die anyway, but nice to his allies. Global Esports are still...
Nice, बस हो गया. मार साले को, मार 𝘋𝐸𝐺 को.
Global Esports got this one. Emin, not going to be easy here. Does he opt to save? He might try to get one pick before he pulls out.
Yeah. 𝘼𝐺 about to spot him, and he does get him with the Vandal spray. Decent range.
भाई तुम लोग YouTube पे देख रहे हो कि Twitch पे?
Now they're rich. They can do pretty much whatever they want.
They're loaded now. They've got some deep pockets. It's going to be probably a sheriff friend. Maybe we'll see a marshal.
Hey, how are you, Sid?
Overall,
बहुत बढ़िया, कैसे long time? हाँ.
Combo these wins.
I saw
there are more people in that shot than there are people in our studio right now.
The fans are out in force. I hope you guys are enjoying the winning nature so far for Global Esports. Hopefully you can keep it up for your sake.
The GE Army over there.
Yeah.
They got to be happy with the 4-week streak, excuse me, and possibly a 5th here. This is going to be a tough round for RRQ.
Well, 𝘋𝐸𝐺 pretty consistent on the Sheriff headshot so far today. 𝘋𝐸𝐺 still trying to make some room for his team, being so aggressive, peeking into 2 people and the dog.
Tissues.
Wow, they try to flush him out. They're going to go for the push here. This is wild. Hold up a second. It's just texture left over.
And he's against Stingers, upgrade now for 𝘋𝐸𝐺, who's able to pick up a Phantom for himself.
I've seen this before with RRQ. Sometimes I feel like they're better with the weaker guns.
It's weird, yeah. They certainly have a lot of tricky strategies where they get very aggressive and like catch the enemy teams off guard when they're on eco rounds or like on half buys. So it's definitely, you can feel it whenever RRQ is playing that they do look pretty good in these eco-ish rounds.
Yeah, they're very good when cornered. Maybe not as strong in the straight-up play. It's so, you can plant. I mean, A is a naked side right now. He's going to go for that. They will hear the audio cue of that. We're going to see Flip try to sneak in here.
Come on, Dexter, come on.
We're going to see the lockdown used.
Yeah, definitely an option if they want to be super safe.
All right. He's going to try to buy some time.
Hey.
Sheriff, man. You should just get the Sheriff every time.
निकालेंगे
before, it's like, man, he's got more kills with the Sheriff than anything else. Don't pick up that Phantom. You don't need that.
Put that away.
Yeah.
Use the Sheriff instead. And so it's going to be a thrifty victory there for RRQ. Global Esports definitely caught off guard by that counterintuitive push over into spawn.
Take a look at the beginning. 𝘼𝘽𝑚ore opens it up. Anya getting aggressive.
Vitality vibes are nahi bro.
Just,
Nothing happen.
you know, they get the fault line through, I believe, and
Kya tension le?
they're able to just push onto them very aggressively. RRQ
Bas
fans
ko
out
अपन
of course as well.
अभी attack है ना guys, पहले attack का तो करे अपन.
Got to be happy with that win there from RRQ. Let's see if they can perform as well in a rifle round here. We do have 𝘼𝘼 ready with the operator. It looks like he's going to be trying to get a pick over here at B. This is a 4-stack, by the way, at B. I mean, RRQ is ready to intercept this.
Underpass
𝘼𝘽𝑚ore going to wait here at generator as there you go, the lockdown underneath in the sewers as a counter lockdown there, but 𝘼𝘼's got an operator who's not afraid to use it.
Got the lockdown Venn diagram here. Oh, actually gets him.
Wait, both of them got one. That was
Yeah.
You don't see that every day.
Not every day, no. So they haven't planted the spike yet. They're going to put this over here in the corner. 𝘼𝘼 controlling from tunnel. 𝘼𝘼 staying in a retracted position. Oh.
And 𝘼𝘽𝑚's just running on the site now with the Phantom and Texture. He's got some health. 𝘼𝘽𝑚ore. Load.
Oh, not yet.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Well, that is a Global Esports round.
Why did he push that?
I don't know.
I don't understand the rationale. Don't you want to, I mean, I guess he's going to sit there and wait and run the clock, but
I guess it's like either you one-tap him and deny the rocket, or you're just going to get rocketed on the defuse.
yeah, as long as your finger can find that mouse button, you're probably going to win that.
Unless you like hit the, you can watch it here again.
There we
He has
go.
hit the immediate headshot. So he like hops out, but he even jumps as well, which I mean,
Even
you're
if
not
you
gonna
get
hit
the
a
immediate
headshot like
headshot, that rocket's going to be inbound.
Probably, yeah. As long as he can react on time, which is very easy, actually.
Background suppress करता हूँ थोड़ा और.
With the stop.
ये round होने दो.
Interesting.
Quiet start here, going to round 9. Leaping up towards A. RRQ with very good instinct. They actually had a 4-stack on it to start this off. They are going to come flip back over to the stack. And they're going to... Oh no! Yep. Can't get out in time.
Yeah, he was putting down smokes, and even 𝘼𝘽𝑚 gets kind of caught off guard there too. Did pick up 1 kill at least. This should be looking like a pretty solid Global Esports round now. DJ only on a frenzy.
Yeah, this is a rough one.
Nice Ganesh.
Wait a minute, 𝘼𝘽𝑚ore.
आराम से
Great
patient
shot.
Ganesh,
He's
patient.
traded out. 𝘼𝘼 gets the kill. EJ is going to creep forward here.
Nice Ganesh.
Gun. It's not going to be easy.
Able to clear out 𝘼𝘽𝑚ore, but 𝘼𝘽𝑚ore doesn't really have enough time, so he's just going to
बस
try to beat someone out with the door open and then run away.
तुम लोगों को noise suppress
Global
चाहिए ना.
Esports going up to 6-3 with a very aggressive entry onto
अभी
B
ठीक है.
even with 3 people there on the stack for RRQ, still able to get in there relatively.
इससे ज़्यादा नहीं कर सकता guys अभी कुछ में.
Yep, beautiful round there. Global Esports with double the lead right now, 6-3.
Yeah. As let's take a look at the replay here. As you see, 𝘼𝘽𝑚ore underneath. He is going to pick up a second kill, and watch this. He actually saw him go up against the wall, so.
Let's go
Every
Rossi.
time Rossi does anything, it's like, okay,
I love it.
we are exploding here at the
कुछ starter ही दिलवा दे ये.
I love it, man. So
मुश्किल है.
we go now into round 10.
Let's go
And
Rossi.
this has been
Let's go
tumultuous first half
Rossi.
so far for RRQ. Best they can hope for is to tie this up. 𝘼𝘼 now on the move.
As Spectre too, just in case, as man, he's really hitting his ally with that a lot today.
Yeah, there's been a lot of friendly fire with that.
Not yet, first time raise, well, at least for this tournament, obviously. As, okay, gonna take a little bit of damage as they spot them over there in arcade, and it looks like Global Esports just want to back away.
Yeah, I think this is a good read. Hold on, 𝘼𝘼 might try to come forward anyways. Can he get a pick?
Ganesh, निकल Ganesh.
Doesn't see any.
मार बड़े को.
And he gets pinged with that, but I don't think it's going to deter him. He's just going to climb right up. Oh! Whips the shot.
Yeah, the right click not quite there as 𝘼𝘽𝑚's still under a lot of fire. He ran able to win that duel As even with the hellfire coming down from the skies, they get them out of tower, but still Global Esports in a good position.
Well, they're going to have to commit over here to A. And yeah, it's going to get that kill. And that's going to actually pull another RRQ player over here to the B side. It's going to be just the 𝘍𝐽𝐿𝐼 utility to slow them down.
30 seconds left.
Aaron, I guess he was taking. That'll be more of the spray. Jeez.
My God. Going to nab the spike, but he can't stop him from getting over there. The spike is going to be planted. Hold on a second.
Come on, Monet, come on.
Now it's only Monyet. He's going to get fault lined. There's a lot of trouble for him. 1v2.
Oh, beautiful round.
NT.
That's going to be it. They will get the defuse.
1 by G wallpaper सही है
Great
ना?
execute. Great retake back over
आ
on the
जाएंगे G
side.
wallpapers तो
Starts with the Nano Swarm, which, by the way, on this patch you can see from farther away. I always like to mention that because it's such a tiny change. A lot of people still get hit by those and actually dying to them, as we did see in this round as Global Esports tried to rotate.
2x इसमें नहीं है ना राजा अपन.
A lot of kills with utility here. That was maybe the most incredible moment here of the fight so far here.
अपन
Hopping
इस
up
पे है
over
ना?
there and getting the double kill.
Twitch पे कहाँ से 2x करूँ?
Peak.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to do that. You know, low on health, they're not going to expect you to get that aggressive, and certainly if you're caught off guard, if you can hit your shots, it's not going to matter how much health you have. Here comes 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐼 again.
𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐼 guns the dog down, hiding in the cloudburst, but the spray shots there too good. As we've got Global Esports thinned down to 3 players. Make that 2. Oh, make it none.
थोड़ा खत्म हो गया इधर.
Fast round.
Yeah, RRQ just.
Last round.
It seemed, you know, like Global Esports did that push before, right? With 𝘍𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐼 out the door, straight into a smoke, and they're just like, no, I mean, we have a couple fans, and we're just going to spray it down. Easy peasy. Took a lot of wind out of the sails of Global Esports, pun intended. And RRQ just saw it coming a mile away. They were able to handle this very nicely.
Yeah, a little bit of an overextension there, and then just perfect gunplay. Nicely done there by EJ. The game of catch-up is real. We're either going to end this first half with 6-6 or 5-7.
Yes, bro.
So RRQ is still competitive, still viable so far in the series.
Yep. Well, slowing it down now. Global Esports. Last round here, so got to use everything. We got 3 ults against the 2. You would imagine that Global Esports should enter pretty quickly here with a Rolling Thunder and Showstopper combination.
We're going to have a peek. A little dangerous when he does that with a spike in hand, but he does not get punished. And they're going to seesaw back up towards A, it looks like. There is a double stack over here. A good crossfire setup. Oh my God! What an insane round! All right, EJ's cleaning house. This is looking to be a 6-6 half here.
Yeah, the flash timing was actually perfect, and Monyet had no chance. After he had already blast packed in, there was just nowhere to go, and then even with the hellfire, it doesn't matter. That is an ace for EJ.
Yeah, they gave it to him too.
Yep.
All
कोई
right,
बात नहीं guys, कोई बात नहीं निकालेंगे अभी भी.
Come through, he gets that final kill. We now go to the second half here, round 13. As it's dead even. Felt like Global Esports had a lot of momentum here in the middle of that first half, but you know, that pause that 𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐼 called for, it definitely put those RRQ players in a very different winning mindset.
Yeah, that's a big one. We will have halftime now, and
अभी और आएगी.
to see how the entries will go on the side of RRQ. Again, they're not running double duelists, so should be, in theory, a little bit more difficult.
Friendship दिख रही है यार. तुम लोग एक ही चीज पे अटके हो. अभी अगर अपन पिस्टल निकालते ना guys, बहुत अच्छा गेम हो सकता है अभी भी.
It's been a very interesting series. 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐼 definitely on point for the early part of that half. He did get a little bit too aggro. Not even really losing gunfights so much as just getting sprayed down inside smoke. So RRQ with that instinct to kind of know probably where the opposing player is and get that execute.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a long series. I think we're going to map 3. And I bet this might be, with these two teams, this could be one where we're probably going to see one overtime as well.
6, that's all ticket. बात तो सही है. 6 से ज़्यादा नहीं लेने देंगे.
6-6 and then do it again. Run it back. 12 all. Straight in as whoa. Look at that. Global Esports logo with a bunch of player names, a bunch of words in many different languages.
Yep, I think it's all the languages.
Attacking map or defensive map? I feel thoda attacking side hai.
Anybody thinks they can call this is crazy. It's been so close. But again, guys, if you ever want to come down to our studio, you are always welcome. We do provide materials as you enter so that you can make these fun signs and show your support for your favorite team.
That is a sign for 𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐻 League of Legends team. Hi from
Hello,
Ireland.
welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's been wild how international the audience has been. And I mean, if you're going to come to Korea, man, truly this is part of the cultural experience. Going to an esports event. This is the one to come to.
Come on down.
Let's go.
Always have a good time. By the way, there are a lot of Texture fans in the audience, including multiple signs that say, let's become a couple, let's get married. You know, Texture pretty popular here in Korea. Yeah.
All right, we start now round 13 here. Rossi here with the pistol. A push now down out from B. Whoa, what? All right, Manya got the kill there. We totally didn't catch that one on camera, but he even managed that. Oh,
that's crazy.
Yeah, अकेला side पे बैठा है.
RRQ, that plant. Oh my God!
Spike planted.
These shots.
Yeah, he's just too good with headshots.
Yeah.
Like the one taps, the two taps, just too good. EJ, he's gonna take another route with the frenzy here to spray them both down as Monyet's alone, and he gets one. 22 health.
This looks so impossible. And they can just run the clock. Gonna try to bait him. They're too wise to do that. That does whiff.
Yeah, just buying time here as Monyet is just lost. I mean, there's nothing you can do. He's gonna go down. 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐻 will pick up the kill, and that is a second RRQ
Don't worry.
our best pistol teams statistically in VCT Pacific.
Yeah, great round there from RRQ to start things off. And it's going to be a very light round here for Global Esports. They are going to completely and totally save. Tell me more, man. With these one taps, it is wild.
Yeah.
I'm almost only half joking about never give this guy a rifle. Like if it's a sheriff or a ghost, he's so good. It's insane.
Yeah. 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐻 this time going for the full armor buy and just holding on to his ghost. And so, in theory, that is kind of what we're asking for. It's not the sheriff, but he's going to have a lot of utility as well.
So, bit of a standoff over here. 4-stack up north of spawn. And, you know, this is a technique you'll see used a lot of times in a round 2 if you've lost the first round 1, is you just kind of flip a coin and guess, all right, if they're on A, well, maybe we can just overpower them.
Yeah.
And in this case, RRQ, well, they flipped whatever side was not what Global Esports bet on because they're going to come into B for free. Well, hold on. They haven't come in just yet. I think they probably will move in when they confirm that tunnel is clear.
Yeah, they're just checking every single corner with their initiators and just making sure that nobody's here. And they will find that out now. They know they're not going to get stacked. Now, do Global Esports all just die to the spike or try?
Yeah, let's see what they do.
It's a difficult map to do it on. You would have to kind of make it through 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐻 here and maybe go into the sewers.
All right, so he's going to try to just sandbag the progress. Emin up here. Gets one.
Down you go.
All right. Well, this is actually not terrible, to be honest.
चलेगा nice eco.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Just gonna hop off the rope, and that's the end of that one. The gunplay from RRQ is like
it's insane, man.
They're so good.
All right, so the bonus round here for Global Esports, with as close as it's been, I would imagine they have to win this round if they're going to come through and win in what's been such a delightfully close map one so far.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Emin and 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐻 buy here.
आर्केड एग्रेस कर रहे हैं पर उनके 4 है यार.
And a stinger, half armor, trying to save as much as possible.
Oh my God!
Oh, एक और.
Yet Superman's in. He trades out for one. Rossi now come through here with a wraparound.
Yeah, the flank is real, but they know this is happening. Sexter's able to get
Nice,
one,
Baji.
Baji gets the other. Zeman's still
Nice.
here. He's
Let's
gonna
go.
flash. They knew it. As the Missouri's down goes 𝑋𝐸𝐺, and Global Esports will be able to swiftly take them down, only losing a couple of rifles.
Yeah, good executes there from Global Esports as they're going to try to catch up. They had a pretty healthy looking couple of rounds once we got past the pistol position in the first half. Let's see if they can do it again and try to chain those wins together.
Emin actually was there to kind of catch him and get the kill with the frenzy, but it wasn't enough even with the gun upgrade to make too much out of it afterwards.
Nice रे विमेन पे विमेन को फेक किया है nice
RRQ going to camp for a little bit.
Sand reaction के लिए भी ready है
Global Esports will try to do another push again and they can just intercept it. But Global Esports is mixing it up pretty nicely. They're being very quiet and very patient. And so this moment that RRQ holds his position isn't going to benefit them. It's just going to be less time to try to secure either the A site or the B site.
Yeah, I like RRQ taking it easy here, just slowing it down because, as you guys can tell, we saw this in the first half. They got behind a couple of rounds and the economy just got blown out of proportion. They were able to catch up afterwards, but they certainly want to win this one. As Texture waiting in Sands.
They're going to go back. 45 seconds remaining here, and the spike appears to be headed towards B. Triple stack ready on B as well. And, I mean, they're going to have to move very quickly here. If there's any way that we can see, you know, progress hindered here, it's possible the spike doesn't get planted.
Trailblazer comes through as not the best entry for the side of RRQ. There's a lot of utility.
Nice, nice.
Slow this
And
down.
second out.
He splashed,
Goes behind the bomb. Gonna hide in plain sight. Oh! Gets that kill. Nicely done.
𝘼𝐼𝐸, man.
Yeah. 𝘼𝐼𝐸 may be playing better than everybody on both teams here, but it's not going to be enough here. And so that's going to be an 8th round win here. We're tied 8-8. You going to get the pick?
Do it.
Didn't happen.
Yeah, 𝘼𝐼𝐸, I mean, the way he's playing, I feel like he was going to go for it, but just going to take it slow, hold on to that rifle.
So we've got a budget round here for RRQ, but let's not forget, this is when they've played their best. It's when they have sheriffs in hand,
yeah,
and they have to have perfect headshots. That's when they're able to deliver. Good usage there of the showstopper. Crowd going wild.
They're going insane in there. I mean, anytime Global Esports wins a round,
well, it's
especially if 𝑆K gets a kill or two.
Right, they're going to try to push up into A now. 𝘼𝐺 utility. It's going to be the jungle. They'll have to hack their way through. The Texture's lurking over here. He gets the first kill, but that's not the side they're coming in from. Whoa! Beautifully done. Pulls right back out. EJ.
क्या कर रहे हो भाई?
Texture there.
He's holding on to the showstopper, trying to clear out any defenders that are coming in. As the plant comes down, 𝘼𝐼𝐸 not able to pick anyone off, and now
barely gets out. 𝐼𝐸 here with the wall banks. These shots not connecting. Not yet. He's the first. 𝑋𝐸𝐺 solo on hit points here. One bullet and he's gone.
You're making this so close with frenzies and classics.
He sees the beat. That's going to be it. Gets the defuse in the last few seconds. Beautiful retake. Pivotal moment that could have gone either way.
Yeah, I mean, it was so close in that round. Just a couple of ultimates used by RRQ trying to clear out the site, and it nearly bought them a round win. I don't even know how EJ got that kill. Just insane stuff. 𝘼𝐼𝐸 able to short up a bit as Aaron does the cleanup, but
you can see that's an unfortunate spot to hide there when your legs are sticking out.
You got to shorten the legs, I think, as well.
That's
not
right.
just the gun barrels. Everybody's going to use hoverboards from
You got to
now
go
on.
into Astra form where you can float
Yeah,
and hide
exactly.
there where they never find you.
Yeah. So remember, RRQ had a eco
टेक्निकल है कि टैक्टिकल है भाई समझ नहीं आ रहा है.
They killed 4 people with basically not much else, other than some frenzies and utility. As we do have a tech pause here. We'll have to wait and see what this is about.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know when they get it sorted, and we're going to go right back into this game. Again, it's too close to call.
Yeah.
We are seeing RRQ.
Guys, जल्दी like और subscribe ठोको यार.
When they're cornered.
मजा आ रहा है कि नहीं तुम लोगों को? जल्दी
So I
ठोको.
would imagine if Global Esports can stack a few more wins, they're going to chase them right back up there and even it out.
Yeah. Just like last time, it went to 6-3 or
भाई
whatever,
वापस 4 second.
tied it up at 6-6.
Guys, डर लग रहा है guys 4
Melanie
second.
Moore is my BFF. Me
What
too.
enthusiastic fan. The other one, I think he's waiting for our next match here.
Oh, he's he's awake. The Korean casters are saying, "Wake up!"
Yeah, it's so funny.
G fighting if you lose.
हाँ
not
कैसे
going
करो
home.
कर?
This is his.
Refresh तो कर रहा हूँ.
Yeah, got a lot of first timers here. Valorant has been.
Hello
filling up
India,
here in
G
Korea.
fight सही है अभी.
And a lot of spectators in the audience. We've been seeing the watch parties in India and Indonesia, which have been both huge.
Bulletin से बंद कर दो.
And so while we're on this tech pause, we're going to be taking a look at the fans that have come out to enjoy the game.
Jogino is one of the Korean commentators as well, and that was like a poem basically written for him. Very long.
अपन आगे
There's a
थोड़ा.
sign that says "I love Jogino." Just adding to it. It's Korea's #1 analyst.
हाँ आदित्य सिर्फ काम
There
मत
you
कर.
go.
Gotta love it.
She made a sign for him.
A lot of support here from Global Esports. Truly the most global team we've got here. Players from all over the world.
True.
And, you know, RRQ was mentioning they were very interested in trying to compete with this team because RRQ
शादी में भाग अरे
is
सही है
a
मेरे दोस्त.
Filipino team.
देखना ही चाहिए अपना.
So these teams have cast a wide and international net, and they really want to prove that they are the better one.
Just another Texture fan. Oh, speaking of which, here are 3 more.
Yep, there it is. Support for Texture there.
I've waited a long time for a man like you, is what this sign says.
Why they hide face? ताकि तुम Instagram जाके ना ढूंढो.
All the love.
This has been such a great series so far. Hopefully this tech pause gets sorted. Doesn't seem to be on the end of RRQ. From the stage where we're at, I can see RRQ down there, and I don't see any refs or tech people that are consulting with him. So I assume the issue's probably over here with Global Esports.
भाई बात तो सही है ना.
If they do, if production does inform us, we'll let you guys know what that is. But right now, we're not clear. It looks like it was some kind of an audio issue, just been told here.
Yeah, pretty important when you're playing Valorant, right? You want to make sure you hear the footsteps.
I think out of all the esports there is, tactical shooter probably sounds
Extra
the
lucky,
most
ये भी
important.
सही है भाई.
Uh-huh.
लौंडा मेहनत कर रहा है. बस बंदी ने हाँ मुझे तो लगता है.
So as soon as they get that fixed, we'll
मेहनत
get
तो
back
हम
into
भी कर
this.
रहे हैं.
Again,
बस
I
बंदी
really
हमारा
feel
नाम
like
लेके
in this
बोर्ड पे
first
खड़ी
map,
नहीं
we're
है.
gonna be going to overtime.
I think it's pretty likely, yeah.
Yeah.
भाई मेरे को तो लगा बाजी के लिए ही सारे बोर्ड होंगे.
As production's searching for every single fan sign
That's right.
in the audience, even the ones that just say Global Esports win.
Yeah.
वो बाजी देख.
This is,
बुला और आ गया.
we're gonna run out of signs here. We're getting a lot of shots in the audience.
Yeah, I think that, you know, part of the reason
Guys,
why
subscribe
there are
नहीं
so
करोगे
many
तो
Global
मजा नहीं
Esports
आएगा
fans
मेरे
here
को
in
watch
Korea
party
is
करने
because
में.
obviously
मतलब आएगा.
there's Bazi,
पर करोगे तो
longtime
ज़्यादा
pro
आएगा.
gamers from Korea, and the support is out in droves for not only them, of course, but with the focus on them and their team.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of love.
Korean cutie is better than Indian cutie. ये बात तुमने गलत बोली.
here in Korea, and Texture was a superstar.
Indian
so
cuties
this is a
are
big
real
pickup here for Global Esports.
Yeah.
सर ये सब लोग सही है.
Those are the jet blades. Look at that.
Is that Jet's face in the middle there? Like, what's going on with
I
that?
think it's the player's face. I'm not sure.
Yeah, this sign says, I didn't come here to watch the players. I came for 𝘼𝐿𝐻, the Korean commentator.
Yeah, gotta love that.
Seeing a
Hello
trend
बाबा. Hello.
here
So it looks like they have sorted the audio issue out. We're going to be hopping into this once both teams confirm that they're ready. We'll be back into this as an update.
IDK man, तू आजा बुट्टे हम रख मफिन तेरे को राखी बांध देगी.
RRQ versus Global Esports. It's so close right now.
Ready
RRQ 8 to Global Esports is 9.
Yeah, it really could go anybody's way. I mean, especially RRQ shoring it back up any single time they get behind.
कैसा है भावना? मैं ठीक हूँ. Please कैसा है?
We are going to potentially have a timeout as well.
Yeah. Okay, so I think the tech pause may be done. Timeout start. I feel like this is the first time we would have a timeout. Yeah, so we went from tech pause to timeout.
Let's go. Timeout bolte.
Normally you see a timeout after a team loses a round.
Okay, so I guess it's RRQ's timeout. I think that was a little bit of a whoopsie. Doesn't look like Global has called any timeouts. So RRQ will call their second.
Yeah. Both teams have been playing extremely well. And there's been many, many rounds where it's just come down to like, you know, two players.
Next round जीत गए तो अपने लिए बहुत अच्छे है guys. Momentum बिगाड़ने का full plan है. करने दो planning. अपने laundered ठोकेंगे.
Timeout now. Try to figure out, you know, what screws did they need to tighten? What dials did they need to turn?
Yeah.
In order to eke out those extra wins.
Yeah, Ewok did a great job of that last timeout in the first half, so hopefully they can do it once again as the timeout is now over, and hopefully now we can resume the Valoranting.
All right, back to it.
Let's go, let's go!
Round 18. Global Esports with just the smallest lead.
दिल्ली वॉच पार्टी में कैसा गए 20% तो है लड़के 10-20% तो है मतलब more than Mumbai and Pune.
One already crossed over, and now he's in a lot of trouble here actually.
Oh yeah, an overextension for sure.
पीछे क्यों
And
नहीं हो रहे हो
RRQ
यार
dropped to
पीछे क्यों
immediately
नहीं हो
that
रहे हो?
operator out of the picture.
Just a really smart play from RRQ. They get the fault line down. They stop the aggressive hopping, and now 𝘼𝐍𝐿𝐒 is caught by the Rolling Thunder here. He's not able to get away from that one.
Okay, so we get that spike planted. And we got to see how Global Esports is going to try to do a retake. They're going to let this Killjoy utility burn out.
Kind of a cute corner here for 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒. Just hoping they run through the smoke. It's not going to happen unless Aaron does it.
There.
Okay, so he's going to chuck a nade in here. And 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 gets one, so he starts it.
Yep. Got to run it now.
Yeah, with the molly, it just, you know, buys more time. Always frustrating to deal with. 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 gets another. 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 the last one left. Gonna blast back over. What? Oh, bumps his.
He's just like
nice damage,
down.
nice damage.
It's like a horror movie right now. 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 is the monster. He's running at him. Just running at the guy.
Wild, man. 9-9. Great round there. An unfortunate moment there, 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒. We saw the very start of that.
Come on, Ganesh.
Looking for a shot with the operator. Had to make a split-second decision. Tried to hide in the cloud burst with the shorty and then pop out.
Guys, Rossi के हाथ में भी ऑफ आ गई अभी तो.
RRQ to then spill into
dot.
Yeah. Get the plant, get the win.
अभी मैंने बोल दिया तो होएगा. I know इसके पहले थोड़ा
with
विफी
the
हुआ.
operator
Come on.
once more. Obviously, it's very expensive, so he's going to need to make this work.
Right there.
Yeah, perhaps hoping he can pick up a couple of picks and then just go into a Blade Storm round potentially to catch back up. As, you know, he's a great player. I feel like he is not quite having the same impact that we saw from last week. But let's see if we can potentially get some picks here with the operator. No, gonna miss that shot.
Yeah, it looked like he almost had it, but it does not connect. So he's going to hop further back here. He's going to be the first line of defense.
Spot him.
But they're not going to commit. RRQ decides to seesaw back over to B. B is going to be an easy take here.
Yeah. As it stands, looks like only 𝘼𝐍𝐿𝐒 is slowly making his way over. And, I mean, he's back in spawn as the rotation is coming out from Aaron and 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒. Gonna catch EJ off guard. There were three of them. Didn't expect the third time.
Yep, bit of a trade out there. spike has been dropped, but it's not going to be stopped. He is going to be able to nab it. We don't have a whole lot of time left here, so they are going to come on.
B जाएंगे अपना ult है breach का.
B is undefended for the time being. Rossi looking, sees the barrel of the gun and pings it.
He's going to knock him out, but can't knock him out of the corner.
Oh, good shot there. Rossi clears it.
Tell me more.
All right, just Rossi. Can he clutch this moment?
Oh!
Oh! Great setup there for RRQ. And that's going to be the second operator in a row that is lost.
Yeah, and if I'm the coach here, immediate, slamming my fists on that timeout button, because Global Esports got themselves in a really good spot here. I mean, they get the stop on the plants. They're delaying so much time, but then 𝘼𝐼𝐼𝐿 gets this, and then he spots that there's one more guy. Somehow they know he's in there, and he's calling Hellfire, and that's the end of him.
Yeah, they just flushed him right out. So we're back to it. My favorite song, timeout song. So Global Esports is going to call this timeout. There's not much left here. We're in the 12th.
अरे unnecessary fights तो नहीं है भाई. इनके पास spike के मारने के लिए उन लोग ने वो fight लिया. Unnecessary कैसे?
I don't. It's unfortunate.
उसके बाद जो वो नहीं होना चाहिए था. दो लोग को नहीं मार पाना चाहिए था.
Essential operator picks. When you've got a jet, you're able to get into positions with the operator that other players just can't.
Rossi का off shot miss हुआ तो उसने angle change किया guys.
And then escape back out and set up a new position. And I love the praying Pepe here.
Full trust 6, 𝘼𝐼𝐼 the GOAT. I mean, that ultimate was surely goated.
Yeah, definitely goated. But yeah, Rossi not getting these picks he needs to get.
Yeah, he's having a rough start here today, and we know he can provide more. So hopefully he can shore that up a little bit.
So round 20 now. Very important one here. And I do really feel like we're going to go into overtime here. It's been such a back and forth. Again, this is going to be an extremely difficult round here for Global Esports. We've seen RRQ. When they're behind, when they're cornered, they're very strong. How is Global Esports going to play when RRQ is ahead?
Yeah, now that RRQ got the lead, I guess they lost some power then. Not able to quite play with the same amount of vigor. And as I say that, EJ's going to get the first blood somewhere on the map here. Looks like over at the rope.
All right, they don't commit just yet, but it looks like they are going to be going for the B site push. They'll be more ready. He's going to slip just over box. He gets the first kill. Oh, he's in the middle of setting up utility, and he gets the second. Huge play here for RRQ.
And they
come on, guys, come on.
They can just buy whatever they want. Global Esports now backed against the wall. Will they be able to do the same thing RRQ did to them in the first half? It's pretty rough. RRQ have been dominating the last couple of rounds. It's very interesting, but EJ maybe just trying to check over the smoke, and it kind of worked.
He peeked over to see if anybody was sitting down there.
Let's go. I love you, Park Jong. Let's go, bro.
All right, so we've got Rossi with the operator again.
And break it.
Can he actually get some kills with it?
Yeah.
So far, his operator performance has been lackluster in the second half.
His blades arm as well, just in case. See how this one is going to go. Global Esports should be favored in this round with the amount of ultimates they have. As I say that, he's going to get sprayed down mid-showstopper.
Got body left on the high ground there. EJ with the showstopper ready, looking for a target. He's got to find one. He will! And it's a trade out.
Nice, Baji.
Hold on, Bozzy with the clutch.
Yeah, RRQ maybe trying to rush a little bit into the A site just a bit. I mean, they should be able to get this plant down, but maybe didn't have to lose as many members. And now Bozzy's just holding here alongside of his Brimstone buddy.
All right, flash comes out. Emin gets one. Another flash. Emin with no HP. He is picked up there in the end with the classic. It's 11-10. They did it.
They did do it. They do not have. Okay, so they used their ultimates there. As man, that was close. Aaron ran out of all his bullets. Emin, who nearly sprayed him down through the box, like such a close round.
round बहुत crucial है अपने लिए.
Just barely. Global Esports is able to hold
on
tight. I think you're right about the overtime tasteless.
Yeah, I feel like we're getting it.
बाजी सेव हाँ भाई.
All right, this time a push into B, but not a quick one. They're going to slowly edge up here. Global Esports had the right idea, just on the wrong side of the map, is they're going to comb up into A, and with A being dead quiet, B is going to be the obvious location. So we're going to need to see Global Esports probably win with a retake here. Lockdown comes in here, which, you know, they're not going to get a lot of value out of it since, you know, nobody from Global Esports is here, but it's still a great idea.
Yeah, I kind of like the play. They know the lockdown is available, so they just clear out the rest, maybe trying to hope to 3v1 while the lockdown, you know, they can't go in anyway, so they're just trying to get some value while they know that lockdown's going to come down. It's pretty predictable, as now they have defender lockdown, but it doesn't cover the site.
Okay, the smokes come down. First blood in this round. EJ takes 𝘼𝘽𝑗 out. RRQ starting to step up. Rossi's back.
Rossi is back, and so is Aaron. They are coming back huge as the Molly, though. Gonna stop the defuse, and it's 𝘼𝘽.
𝘼𝘽 gonna run up into a different position.
It's
Game of hide and seek. I don't know that Global Esports is gonna have enough time, and it doesn't even matter as the last kill is there. RRQ with the 12th win.
Man, that one fan in the crowd with the sign for 𝘼𝘽 is going to be ecstatic after a round like that.
He was a time traveler. He
after
saw what we
Rossi
did.
and Aaron are able to get on in here. Look at this play from Rossi. He's getting very aggressive, picks off 2. Aaron gets another 2. It feels so done and dusted, but at the end of the day, 𝘼𝘽 gets 1 molly kill, 1 sewer kill, and 1 just waiting while there's not enough time on the spike to defuse, not even getting it to half. And now RRQ, match point.
In this round, it is going to be Global Esports trying to just fight back for that overtime. RRQ
क्या कर रहा है? अभी setup लगा रहा है. उन लोग को मालूम ही है खाली है.
They're going to be coming up to B. It's just 𝘼𝘽𝑗 utility and 𝘼𝑚𝑗 at a pretty wide angle. And so 𝘼𝑚𝑗 unable to prevent the seizure of the B site. It's going to be a plant, and it's going to be all about Global Esports trying to recover this position and defuse that spike.
All right, here we go. Rolling Thunder trying to make it in. EJ's not able to get out. Aman, no, is out here in the smoke. They don't cover main, and he picks off the first kill.
Rossi, knives drawn. Can he get the play he needs here? He comes in, doesn't see anybody, and it's too late. Blindsided there. Just 2 left over. The lurk in the smoke.
Aaron's waiting for it. Can't get the spray. And Bossi goes down, and RRQ will take it 13-10. No overtime required.
Big plays there from RRQ. They won the first map. The question is, can they win the second or third? Global Esports was really able to keep up, but in the end, great execution from RRQ. Also winning very important moments where they were probably not supposed to win as far as guns go.
Yeah.
Great shots with the Sheriffs, great eco rounds, and so they right now have that 1-0 lead.
Yeah, the eco strategies, the pushes, they have the entries onto the site, all extremely clean. The gunplay looked better for RRQ as RRQ GOATS is true here for the first map. 𝘼𝘽𝑗 actually had the highest ACS of anybody, though, but he was alone, and right below him was EJ, 𝘼𝑚𝑗, and Emin. All 3 of them just stacked on the side of RRQ. And that doesn't even include 𝘼𝘽𝑗, who had so many clutches.
Guys, जैसा कि हम सब जानते हैं, हम हमेशा कम बात करते हैं. पहला मैप हो गया. Well, कितने close rounds थे यार. It was so close, but ठीक है. Well played RRQ. We will make a comeback. Don't worry.
Number 2. And let's see, I mean, that's going to be the pick there.
What 𝘼𝘽𝑗 said, yes. Yeah, what he said.
Especially when a map is this close, your map pick could be the decider, right? So I kind of agree with you that
you just have a couple of plays on that map that can allow you to garner those wins.
Yeah, maybe Global Esports win the next one 13-10 or something, and we go straight into binds. Although, really got to hand it to RRQ. I mean,
सबको bind खेलने का मन था, तो
their map pick, and
सबको bind खेलने का था.
It wasn't a stomp by any means, but they definitely looked like the better team for the majority of the rounds, and that was enough to net them the victory. So, pretty good stuff.
Very impressive stuff. We did have these moments back there from Rossi where it did not seem like he was able to deliver. You know, we've had these weekends where Rossi is getting every operator shot, Blade Storms come out and everybody dies. this time around, whether it was the operator or the shorty or Jet's ulti, he was not able to make anything connect.
So the science, man, that one's like, if you lose this one, Texture, you have to marry me. And she's like, there's no ring on my finger.
watch party में आने उसको पूछ के बताते हैं थोड़ा.
Really creative with the science taste, as just fighting for Texture's heart, as maybe that's what Global Esports need in the second map instead.
Yeah, RRQ, they came in here, and we had the lowest expectations for them, to be honest. We weren't really sure how this team was going to perform. And the first couple of weekends, they didn't really perform that well. But now that's changing. They're really delivering against some of the strongest teams, and Global Esports is no exception.
It's okay, guys.
RRQ,
अभी Opa ji
even
next
Global Esports as well.
match,
Teams that started
next
off
map
slow
में.
and are now really
Ice
starting to
Ganesh
perform.
is going
So,
to
yeah,
return
it's really cool to
next
see how the league
map
is
में.
developing and these newer teams coming into the mix and really giving it their all and giving us great maps like that.
My big takeaway as we've gone deep into this tournament is that all these regions have very strong teams. Everybody's viable. Even the teams that are at the very bottom of the stack as far as results have made for some really entertaining and
भाई लोग बहुत दूर-दूर से आ रहे हैं.
maps they played on.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, that was map number 1.
जयपुर से लोग आए, I know.
Back for Pearl for map number 2.
काफी दूर-दूर से ट्रैवल किए. हाँ. Bangalore win. Bangalore is next. Oh, Bangalore is next का next जो मैंने वीडियो डाला नहीं है actually. Oh. डालता रुक जा. So yeah, leaks दे रहा हूँ इधर ही. Kolkata is next and then Bangalore. तुम लोगों को पता है dates क्या है? हे भगवान. अभी बोल दे. Yes, Kolkata is next and then Bangalore. मैं अभी एक ट्वीट डालता हूँ actually. अभी इधर के इधर ही बैठे हुए डालता हूँ मैं. हे भाई बहुत ट्वीट्स थे यार. क्या करूँ यार? रुकना और है बस. देख रहा है ना वॉच पार्टी मैन. देख रहा है रिक्वेस्ट इधर. इंदौर, अहमदाबाद हैं. इधर ही रिकॉर्ड करके डाल दे. ओ बेस्ट है यार इधर ही. इधर ही रिकॉर्ड करके डाल देते गाइस. ठीक है तो से कोलकाता नेक्स्ट एंड देन बैंगलोर. ओके
So say Kolkata next, then Bangalore.
You're supposed to say it, not tell me to say. क्या कर रहा है यार? तो मैं बोलता हूँ कोलकाता, तू बोल बैंगलोर. ठीक है guys, this is how our shooting usually happens. रुक जा. Okay guys, Kolkata is next.
तू बोल Bangalore.
अरे तू you are supposed to say Bangalore.
अभी वो you are supposed to say Bangalore.
अरे यार समझा ना?
Bangalore.
100% confirmed.
Next Bangalore.
And then Bangalore. Yes. My God. 3, 2, 1.
And then Bangalore.
Okay. Final try, okay? अच्छा से कर इस बार. मैं बोलूँगा. मैं भूल गया क्या? So, guys, next is Kolkata, and then Bangalore. Yes. So ready? 3, 2, 1. Guys, next one is in Kolkata.
And the next one is in Bangalore.
अरे next.
इसके बाद
हाँ, and then Bangalore. चल, फटाफट. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Guys, next one is in Kolkata.
And उसके बाद Bangalore.
चलो, done. Finally gone. ये tweet जा रहा है. तुम सबने live देखा ये. You all are exclusives. Oh, what? कितने बैटिंग से next watch party वही बोल दे. Yes. क्या कर रहा है यार? Guys, next watch party will be in Kolkata.
And उसके बाद Bangalore.
चलेगा. Done. Done है. ये ले. अभी तू ये पकड़. Let me hear.
हाँ सॉरी आज ये पार थोड़ा रॉन्ग कॉल्स दे रहा है उसके लिए. मतलब जैसे गेम में रॉन्ग कॉल्स देता है उसके वैसे ही अभी भी दिया. उसके लिए इतने टेक्स्ट लगे. Sorry, Anshuman.
Hey, you're watching VCT Pacific here in Seoul, South Korea, and we just finished Game 1 of Match 1 RRQ, taking down the first win on Fracture. And it was quite close, as we suspected it would be.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely a nail-biter all the way to the end. A couple clutches on both sides as well. But at the end of the day, RRQ, even though they had that slower start, they seem to just be able to adapt just a bit quicker, especially off of both of their timeouts throughout this match.
Yeah, hold up. I mean, I don't think it was just a slow start. RRQ actually beat Global with pistol wins this round. That is a huge thing.
Yeah, I mean, Global, they were ranked 1 in pistol wins so far. Coming into this match, I wonder how these two will add on to that and maybe even in map 2. But RRQ showing that they're no pushover in that department.
Yeah, I mean, they picked this map for a very strong reason, and it shows in the clear preparation that they have. I think in a lot of the positioning, they actually knew how to counter against this. I don't know if they expected the double duelist, but they certainly knew how to position themselves around 𝘍𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐻𝑒's tailwind sometimes.
Yeah, and
Seeing Monyet on Raze was still, I mean,
I think it's worth pointing that out just because RRQ did win. We're going to be breaking down some of RRQ's positioning and the way they played out this map. And I just want to give that shout out to Monyet real quick before we forget about it, because you can't forget this, right? He did his job as that Raze. I mean, even in first kills, right? He's got 6 first kills, the most on that team, 25 and 20 KD as well. I mean, some people saying, was there a Raze diff on either side? I would say no, both of them doing the job they needed to, but RRQ, just the way they were playing as a team, coming together just a bit better than Global Esports. And I'll be honest, I mean, 𝘍𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐻 not able to hit his shots today, right? Was getting picked off a lot. He actually goes down like 1 and 7 to flips in a 1v1 scenario, right? So if you're getting picked off by that second line of defense or attack that many times, it's going to be a rough time.
That's right. Now, you mentioned timeouts, and I think, today's a good day to talk about timeouts and how it's really used as part of an overall strategy.
Yeah, let's talk about RRQ had both of them. I want to talk about the first one. So first of all, we're going to look at round 4. Now, the focus is actually more on Global Esports, but take a look at what happens. Global Esports, they're pushing through a dish and through drop. They even use the orbital strike. We can even see the laser coming down from the sky there. And that happens on round 4. And then they're eventually able to get through, and they'll be able to get the spike plant. Then we go to round 5. And once again, the spike goes up to the north side of the map. And meanwhile, we see RRQ trying to combat this by having their own fault line and their own 3v3 setup, but it's not enough. I mean, Flips hit some crazy shots, but at the end of the day, that means the game was open, so the site is opened up. Then we see a timeout coming in from RRQ. Obviously, both coaches trying to talk about what they did, and RRQ makes a great adjustment. They now put their Killjoy setup on Dish, but Global says, we read right through your timeout. Nobody goes to Dish. It's a 5-man push through main, and this change in setup, trying to rely on Killjoy's utility to react to it, is now nullified. And Global, sure, EJ trying to hold the line with a showstopper, but it's not going to be enough. They still eventually break through the site again, and this was just part of that kind of 4-round streak that Global was able to make happen here in the first half.
Yeah. It was, I mean, a really cool observation. You noted something similar happening yesterday as well. Now, Quack, we saw some really spectacular kills by our RRQ. EJ in particular really bouncing off, maybe literally bouncing off of the 𝘍𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐻.
I mean, I think in a lot of these rounds, it's really smart plays from both sides, but also you need the players to really execute these to perfection. And in a lot of this was EJ landing his shots. I mean, supported by Emin and 𝘍𝐿𝐼𝐍 as well, they were able to combo with the utility and actually blinding Monyet in the first one, and then allowing for EJ to go in for that final ace at the very moment, putting EJ in a lot of frags, but also 𝘍𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐻 clutching out in a lot of these rounds, I think, really allowed for RRQ to find that momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, actually, we can just jump right into that as well, because we saw it in the highlight package near the end. But, we come down to round 22. The lockdown was used by RRQ. Obviously, Global very well prepared for it. And we actually finally start to see 𝘍𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐻 get warmed up in this round, right? It took a little while. And as you see,
बताओ guys, यहाँ पे कोलकाता वॉच पार्टी जो next होने वाला है, कौन-कौन आने वाला है? Chat में जरा बता दो. अभी कितने 521 people watching.
Tower, and then the rest have to be towards main. mean, EJ's still holding strong, but look at Rossi. He's able to dash by the first opponent, make sure he can win that duel, and it looks like it's going Global's way, but first the Molly, and then 𝑋𝐹𝑎𝑎𝑎ℎ, just understanding exactly where everyone's left. He goes for the spam through the smoke and immediately repositions because he knows time is in his favor. And this round, I mean, if Global won this one, momentum could have very well swung back where maybe it goes to overtime or Global might be able to close it out with Rossi now getting warmed up. But 𝑋𝐹𝑎𝑎𝑎𝑎ℎ shuts it down.
कोलकाता का लोकेशन बहुत जल्दी अनाउंस हो जाएगा जब हमारे Watch Party मैन ब्लॉक करेंगे लोकेशन
I always like watching the two Brimmies.
Spam
the Brimmies with the Brimmies go against each other.
I mean, there were so many rounds, like the orbital strike they exchange with each other as well. Like,
yeah, both of them were very, I think, proactive
3D10 सब रहेंगे जो यहाँ पे है वही वहाँ पे रहेंगे थोड़े और लोग भी रहेंगे hopefully.
We took a little while to decide because RRQ was just looking strong, but we decided to go with flips. Tell us why.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is his numbers don't seem that high, right? On the scoreboard, he was actually on the bottom end. However, he has 19 assists, the most on this team. On top of that, he's the 𝑖𝐍𝐿, and he's playing Breach. I would say that he's fulfilled his role perfectly. I mean, a lot of these that we saw, it's off of his flashes, his fault.
कोलकाता में क्या what location सर guys हम लोग इंटर्न्स वहाँ पे भी जाके content बनाएंगे तो हम लोग को बता दो अभी से कहाँ पे shoot कर सकते हैं कहाँ पे जाके खाना खा सकते हैं अच्छा and where we can meet you guys.
But it doesn't end here, and this is something that I want to keep thinking about as well because they're moving on to Pearl next. And Flips, although this was a great assist, this was great mid-rounding and a lot of calling from the 𝑖𝐍𝐿 of RRQ, it's not all over. You know, I think Arian still had a pretty good performance as well.
Yeah. It is going to be really interesting going into Pearl. This is Global Esports pick, as you mentioned, and you know they've had a pretty strong showing on Pearl before. Are we going to go to map 3? You think? How are you feeling? You were originally predicting Global Esports, so how do you feeling now?
Well, so I will say this. I don't think it's all entirely on 𝑠𝑘 but it did take him a while to get warmed up. I think also RRQ having good reads on, you know, how does Rossi like to play with his operator, right? He doesn't overheat as much, but he still does take a very aggressive position. I mean, we saw some of the plays that Flips was doing, the way he sets up his fault line in a way where 𝑠𝑘 simply cannot dash out. He's still going to be stunned and trapped up. So with that in mind, if Rossi's now warmed back up and the Pearl that Global Esports has, I still think this could very well go to a map 3.
Yeah, what do you think?
Wearing Delhi, right? So you have to be louder than
just seeing from what we saw last
okay.
week, Global, they did really well against Gen.G on this map. I think Aaron on the KO, like rather than the Killjoy, was a great improvement, very interesting, and he had a lot of supports and setups for his team. A little bit, maybe like different habits at times, but still, he had the right calls, and gaining that information as the initiator was something that was really useful. But when it comes down to it, I think the RRQ map against DRX on Pearl did not look great.
To do homework. I'm sure he studied the crud out of Global Esports plays on Pearl, so I think RRQ still stands a good chance of taking this to 2-0. I guess we're going to find out.
Yeah, I mean, the way RRQ is looking today, I will say it's one of those, you know, it sounds simple, but RRQ looks a lot better than I would have expected them to, and right from the get-go, the Global Esports seems to be the one that's having a bit of a slower start than I would have expected them. So that also comes into play just in terms of, okay, you've now gone through this fracture, you've understood how RRQ has prepared against you. You know, if you're Global, you know, do you just say, it's all right, Pearl, we're always good at it, do we keep that faith? Or do you try to start to adapt to that even from the beginning of map 2? And we do have that switch out, right? 2G coming back in.
Yeah, and you kind of have to look out for it. I mean, this is something that we want to keep in mind as well. 2G often does play Pearl, and I don't know if they're going to switch up their agent composition to sort of adapt to whatever homework Ewok has prepared against Global. But at the same time, it's two very different teams. Global has a different style and different approach when it comes to Pearl as compared to DRX, who was incredibly aggressive last week on the attacking side.
Let's go.
That really crumpled RRQ's defense. So coming into this one, 2GE, everyone else, they have to have that mental resilience, I think. You can't just rely on the duels and then kind of falter after that. So going into the agent picks now, we're going to have that double controller setup.
All right.
Any surprises here?
Not to the greatest extent, right? Bazzi has been liking that fade here on Pearl, so that's not too shocking. Monyet going with the Astra again. If you're going to have the solo smokes, I think it's got to be the Astra here. I mean, maybe in the past it was Viper. Meanwhile, I mean, going for the Astra Harbor, that's what they've done. A lot of other teams obviously like the Viper Harbor, but RRQ has had this idea of 𝑋𝐹𝑟𝑜 being a bit more proactive in that semi-initiator support that Astra can provide.
The same, yeah.
Come on, G, come on, come on, come on.
Actually play with this.
पोपा कुछ करो, पोपा क्या ही करेगा यहाँ बैठ के guys. आप लोग के साथ ही मैं देख रहा हूँ.
So they're gonna have to try a different approach to this one against Global.
All right, we're ready to go into map 2 Pearl, RRQ and Global Esports, and we got a Caster's Tasteless and a Valdez, who is the Quack OOTD doppelganger. You guys match on purpose today?
Maybe.
Excellent work at the desk.
Yes.
I'm here with the Wild Valdez. How you doing, man?
We matched on purpose today. That actually happened. No,
they wrote it down on their calendars. They went, it's Sunday. You know what that means. Look, we've had an amazing map 1 here, and I think this map 2, this should be one that Global can take. They mentioned at the desk that, like, RRQ, they have been doing their homework. They've clearly come in here with the very best iteration of themselves that we've seen yet.
Yeah.
Maybe RRQ takes it, but I think
fresh line थोड़ा बोलना.
is saying we're going to map 3.
एक fresh line
Well,
थोड़ा salted
certainly
लेके
hope
आना.
so. Could get onto that bind for map number 3 as RRQ will face off against Global Esports on Pearl. Let's see how the pistol round goes this time. You know, RRQ was able to take both on the first map. Definitely part of the reason why they were able to eke out a couple extra rounds in that matchup.
Yeah.
Let's go.
RRQ really just improving massively in the last few weeks here, and proving to be a very viable team. Both these teams don't have the best scores, so there really is a lot on the line to try to win. And so that oh-so-important pistol round is going to start off. This time on map 2, it's going to be RRQ on the attacking end and Global Esports defending the A and B site. Yeah.
Oh,
seems like both of the teams choosing to pick attacker side when it's their opponent's map pick. Just to start off, of course. As through art, here comes EJ on the jet this time.
Monyet doesn't see EJ yet. The spike is going to be planted, just an earshot. No kills yet.
Yeah.
No damage even.
Planted that right outside of the harbor bubble. And it's pretty obnoxious. Kind of like did it in the face of Monyet.
All right.
Spam comes through.
Well, we're going to try to push RRQ in a very good position here. We actually have a deep lurk coming from Flip. Start to defuse, but it's a fake.
There's this lurk you were talking about, the rotation as he's going to be taken out. This is actually pretty close. Comes down to Texture as he picks up one.
But of all people to go against, the pistol god himself, 𝐿𝑚𝑖. He calls the bluff. Oh! Wait. Is it enough time?
I believe so.
Time है?
Just barely, right? Yep, he's got it. 0.5 seconds.
Let's go.
Oh, not even close. Not even close.
Damn. Clutch play there from Global Esports.
Fans are going to be really happy about that one. 4K in the pistol round for Texture.
Quick recap here again. All kills came after the spike was planted. He had that great lurk here, and it looked like in this position, it was going to be doable here for RRQ, but 𝐿𝑚𝑖 second-guessed himself. He didn't do the swing initially. Had he actually just stayed back, he win.
Cute है भाई कितना.
I mean, absolutely, there's that, and also, I forget who it was, but the second last person who died swung out alone first, just to try to buy time on the defuse and give 𝐿𝑚𝑖 that chance.
नहीं गणेश, आराम से पीछे से खेल.
Now Global Esports. Rossi's got another sniper. This time it's the Marshall, of course, and
missing these shots with the sniper rifle.
Unfortunately, just not his day. Hoping that he shows up again here on Pearl.
Yeah, if they're going to need it, if he can't get those sniper shots, it's bad news here for Global Esports. I mean, they've really, many of their wins have been off the back of great sniper play from Rossi. So RRQ is going to quietly build up some tension over here at A. The stack on A is pretty good. The Bird's going to force Rossi to reposition. The Harbor Wall's not going to make that Marshall very handy.
Oh, 𝐿𝑚𝑖! Come on! This is not fair.
Korean Kazers just said, shoot me more. So we've got the spike planted. Rossi whips again. 2GE with the kill.
Yeah, Rossi just trying desperately to stop the plan. Doesn't work out as they might just get ecoed here. Might get thriftied as 𝘼𝐼𝐼 a third headshot. Make it 4. This guy is just insane. Don't give this guy
no
a
rifles.
vandal. No rifles. Not anymore.
Just
not allowed.
imagine if you could buy 2 sheriffs and duel with that.
Should be able to. Seems like a fun time.
God, that was insane.
Well, I know who I'm voting for if RRQ end up winning this. For my MVP,
yeah, I mean,
he got that one through the box.
Crazy moment. And by the way, a big swing over here. A very patient RRQ took away the normal tempo of a round 1 win away from Global Esports. It's going to be Global right now, tightening their belt in a classic round.
It's not really a good sign for Global. RRQ was able to take both of the anti-ecos on Fracture. I mean, it is just the 1 round, but it's definitely going to set Global Esports kind of off on the wrong foot here.
I got the spike.
Okay, so we've got the spike. It's going to quietly courier it up into B. It looks like they're trying to make a distraction up here at A, but A is actually very quiet. They're basically relying on the turret and Texture not too far away to use that. And so they actually ping the 2 players, or at least, I'm sorry, just 1 actually up here at B and decide that's enough to make them uncomfortable. Let's not forget that in the previous map, we had Global Esports do a 5-stack when they were in a classic round.
Yeah.
Basically do the coin flip, say, all right, let's try to bet on a site. And then as they try to spill in, we just overpower them.
Yeah.
Not the case this time around.
And if you're going to bet on a site, it's going to be B on this map.
Yeah.
So they're all over there. RRQ, free plant for them. They've been attacking this A site. Unrelentingly, they come here 3 times in a row.
All right, so Global Esports going to try to come in here with the retake.
He's just going to, yeah. Oh, just going to deny that defuse as, meanwhile, Texture just hiding an art. Classic stuff as the Reckoning comes in. Global Esports are holding him, and they nearly got the defuse.
So close. And that's going to be it. In a flurry of bullets, that closes it out with the second win here for RRQ.
चलेगा
But a much more realistically winnable round here for round 4 for Global Esports. That was wild. It looked like they almost had it.
I didn't think he was going to hold past the halfway point. You know, generally try to go half, you know, maybe try to defend from there. But I guess because they had a huge lack of firepower, they're like, well, we have a bunch of smokes. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe we can hold it. And they did get punished in the end, although they did get close.
All right, we now get ready for this 4th round here. And we want to see, you know, Global Esports, they were very strong in the middle of the first half. And they pull through again here against an RRQ that's looking better and better at every passing round. Bozzy here. Okay.
Oh,
More gets the kill again there, but that should already just be the round win.
Yeah.
Just a nice lurk right outside the smoke.
Even Aaron there. 𝘼𝐼𝐼𝐼 does not have to do this, although it is 1v4.
Yeah,
so maybe just hoping to take someone off.
Yeah, trying to just get a kill through the smoke here. Oh my God, he's so close here. Well, doesn't matter. No matter how you cut it, you're going to lose that.
Yeah.
Global Esports ties it up 2-2. Not so much a strategic win, just a positional one. They did not clear the side of that bubble.
It was a nice read. I mean, RRQ are going to push B eventually, right? So they drop down 3 Astra Stars and they stack 3 members right there. And it's very aggressive. It gets in the face of RRQ. RRQ kind of have a sense of what's going on, but they're still not able to hit the Bozzy in the corner, right? So the second Bozzy lives for more than a second and he just sprays everybody down, the round is like kind of done from there. So Global Esports, nice setup. They're able to grab back around.
It's so, it was just a beautiful play. I mean, especially when you see that last bubble is kind of far out, it's very hard to clear all the sides, right?
Yeah.
And so, beautiful play there. We're now going to go into a very spread round here for RRQ. We're going to see if they can get a pick, try to win a duel. But Global Esports is turtled up pretty heavily here. They're not really showing themselves. And you're going to have to basically get on to A, I think, before we can see any action. And obviously with the 𝘍𝐽𝐿𝐼 utility laid out here, there's going to be a lot of trip wires that can be set off here that's going to allow Global Esports to galvanize and try to retake. So it's going to be Flip moving up here, just towards the side of A. They're going to use the lockdown, it looks like this time around.
Astra kind of getting in the way as counter lockdown comes in.
All right, we've got the lockdown Venn diagram.
What do you think is in the middle of that?
They both share an interest in A. That's where their opinions overlap.
Yeah. And somehow people keep getting hit by this.
Yeah. But 𝘼𝐼𝐻𝑚's just going to hide there. Oh, hey, Flip gets in.
Spike planted.
Spike down. 𝘼𝐻𝑚. Gun not out fast enough.
He did DJ dashing right into them as they're trying to retake this site here. 2 members.
Flip with the lurk. Sees the gun barrel. Can't get the second.
𝘍𝐻𝐻𝑚. He doesn't want to go quietly into the night.
Turret's going to spot Realmy more.
Oh!
Beautifully done. That's going to be the 3rd round win here.
Yeah.
Very close one. An explosive round there with the double lockdowns. Ultimately, RRQ was just too good with their lurks, too well positioned. Global Esports calls for a timeout.
Yeah, it's pretty early on. I mean, considering that Global Esports won the last round, I suppose good old Coach Neem is not too happy with the way that round went, so wants to discuss and recalibrate the team. As, I mean, 𝘼𝐽 was able to get all the way behind, catch the rotation that was coming in. He eventually did go down, but it really took a lot of wind out of the sails of Global Esports on the attempt at a retake, and that is now so many times. I mean, 4 times out of the 5 rounds that RRQ has gone for A.
So, a stressful moment here for Global Esports. Let's not forget this is their map. And they are very hungry to try to come back here and get us to map 3. Getting a lot of support here in the audience from RRQ.
Yeah.
And, there really is something to be inspired about this team. We didn't have, at least in tactical shooters, as much of a history, in Indonesia. And there's been some of a history of tactical shooters in the Philippines, but we didn't know what to expect with this team, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how are you going to fare against a team like Global Esports, which is,
Cholo, guys.
Korea,
Cholo.
They got players from all over the world. Right now, both teams proving to be very strong, but RRQ just seems, at least for now, be a couple percentage points better.
Yeah, absolutely. They're certainly proving that so far in this best of 3. We'll have to see if they can keep it up here. Again, this is on Global Esports' map pick. But so far here in Pacific as well, it's been like a 55% attackers win rate. And that doesn't necessarily mean that...
Nice Ray,
hold that thought as 𝘼𝐻𝑚 gets aggressive through the doors, picks one off. 𝘼𝐻𝑚 there as well.
Got 𝘼𝐼𝐻 with the operator. He could end up getting a pick over here at long.
I've got your
Well,
trail.
Oh my God. 𝘼𝐻𝑚 gunned down. That's insane. Oh my God.
Oh, well, 𝘼𝐻𝑚's going to shore it up as some cabbage is floating through the air. And meanwhile, 𝘼𝐻𝑚 is going big. 3K for him. 𝘍𝐻𝐻 able to get onto the site, though.
Yeah, it looks like they should be able to get the spike plant. And they're going to put this up here and basically go deep. Litter that with 𝘍𝐻𝐿 utility. And then it's not going to be an easy retake here for Global. See what they can do.
They got to get out in B main. Otherwise, I don't think you're going to have a great chance. You got to get on top of that 𝘍𝐻𝐿. As they're trying to cover here, I mean, maybe if they get a couple of pickoffs.
Just down to Flip. And they're going to try to push him. It's a 1. Oh!
Nice play by Aaron.
Beautifully done. He will be able to get that defuse off. That's going to make it 3-3, but a nail biter of around 6.
Yeah. Global Esports also identifying it. They had to aggress into B main out in that corridor and essentially take him out. As it started out with 𝘼𝐻𝑚 getting very aggressive here, but then the Astra play on B is very good. 𝘼𝐻𝑚 essentially saving this round for Global Esports, even gets that pick. And as he gets taken out, Aaron, the 𝘍𝐿 is able to get the round for the team.
Beautiful play there. 𝘼𝐻𝑚 with the operator. I've said it a couple times. I have to point it out. He has not made these sniper shots connect. he's having a day where his aim is just not quite there.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Has he even hit one?
I feel like he hasn't. Maybe he's hit one, but I mean, you want to be getting many of these, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at how close this is too with these two teams, I mean, if he's not able to make those connections, that may be the loose end that they need to tie up if they're going to win this.
Let's see, he's got another operator, so perhaps.
Yeah, but this time he's going to have to come over here and try to help in the retake of A.
Nice!
Man, this map is all texture and Moniette right now for Global Esports, though. They are just 3K, 4K, 2K, like over and over again. As 𝘼𝘽𝑗's going to put an end to texture, though.
Yeah,
nice,
down at just 2 GE.
He got one.
Let's go!
Yeah, there we go. Rossi getting that sniper shot. Nicely done. Global Esports now in the lead here, 4-3.
Let's go, guys.
A couple of great rounds in a row now for Global Esports as obviously, the timeout helping out with that one. 𝘼𝘽𝑗 was not scared to call both timeouts in the last map. It ended up helping them a lot, so I wouldn't be surprised, especially if Global Esports
Guys, Ganesh marega abhi dekho ye
almost
game.
definitely would get a timeout. As we'll take another look here at the way this one went down, as Texture's just hanging around near Arts, and it ends up being a team ace. Everybody gets one kill, and they're able to win the round on A.
Get out of my way.
All right, we've got to push in over here. It's going to be EJ. Blades drawn. They're going to have to get a couple picks if they're going to make this work. It's a pretty scuffed round here for RRQ.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's see.
Oh, well, looks like the greenery is going to block that.
Yeah. Ooh. So,
nicely done.
Yeah, EJ buying enough time and enough knives to eventually get that. And he's going to get a big heal as well. Moniette in a great spot, though.
Anya keeps getting these picks. He's so strong. EJ is now gone. It's going to be hard to shove in any position.
Rossi. Reckoning comes in, going to push that jet off the site, hopefully, in the favor of RRQ. Let's see what they can do here on B.
Ozzy here with a lurk. Looks
He
like
made
he ran
sounds.
for a second. Yeah, they heard him. Oh, flip. Such a good shot there. Just Rossi and Texture left.
Yeah, he was just trying to get onto the site and maybe buy time and deny a plant, but he gets totally owned there. As defender 𝘼𝘽𝑗, it helps a bit to get them on the site, but at the end of the day, this is B.
All right, Rossi's got to go for it. Knives out. Oh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he got one. He's going to try to come in here with another one. This is such a tough push. Ooh. Oh, the game of hide and seek.
Oh, the right click miss, and he can't get it. No!
That was an insane moment.
Oh, man. And they committed to the lockdown as well to try to get onto that site. And is able to, of course, get that one pick onto the guy that was not Rossi. EJ starts off as they push on through pretty aggressively. And they make their way on the B.
Yeah, that was a beautiful run. You got to love him utilizing that pillar, right? And just say, okay, where do I hear the footsteps? I'm going to the other side. They just got to run the clock.
Yeah, it is so annoying to retake that site. It's just, it's a real pain for many teams here, as now RRQ going to get more aggressive on the ramp.
It's like Haven, but even worse, trying to retake that from long. 𝘼𝘽𝑗 peeking here. Moniette, who's been getting so many picks. Going to get another one.
Yeah, Moniette's essentially saying, like, come on, team, let's go. Everybody gets on my level, we win this map.
Some shots sprayed through here, but EJ can't quite track him. 𝑋𝐿𝑗 with a double. Oh. Cabbage gets him.
Yeah, you got to run from the cabbage.
Nice
Shot there from Texture.
Come on.
All right, so it's going to be another plant. They do have a nice little lurk here with Flip.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, they lost that because they couldn't control long. But
nice
race. Hold on, never mind. Flip's already out of the picture.
Able to spot him with the knife. As now, once again, the defuse coming in, and I don't think he even got it to half. Yeah, that's a big problem for Global, but Texture is poking out.
Hold on, he's just going to hold it. Oh, he gets it at the last second. It's going to be just Texture left over.
This is the issue.
Oh! Incredible play there from RRQ. They just own that B site. They know how to set it up.
Yeah.
They know how to spread it out. They can use the little ramp to peek while having somebody at the pillar to rotate from side to side.
It's just so difficult. And Global Esports, I mean, they had a better shot, actually, this time around, but 𝘋𝐿𝑗 kind of put an end to that, and then again, like that angle, it's just so
छोड़ना था रे
you
गणेश
can't
आप
take
करके
out 2GE as long as she's playing it well, and the timing on his peaks is good, and they were pristine.
And in that specific position, there's so many ways you can come out. You can come up to any point on the ramp. You can come from the left, you can come from the right. So it's very difficult. And so a timeout's called here. Global Esports pumping the brakes.
Second timeout already.
Yeah.
First half.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
उसका थोड़ा अरे हो सकता है guys, किसी के साथ भी हो सकता है.
The timeouts, right?
Yeah.
And knowing when to use them.
It's like the mini game, you know.
Yeah, and when to pocket it for another moment here. Well, for now, RRQ, they're pulling ahead here with excellent plays onto B. And you know, Global Esports, they know the problem. I don't know if they have the solution. And so it sounds
guys,
like they're gonna,
अगर तुम लोग चैट में नेगेटिविटी कर रहे हैं ना तो मैं बैन कर दूंगा सबको बैन के.
before RRQ could try to run
सपोर्ट करो guys, अपने लौंडे. कभी-कभी हार होती है, कभी-कभी जीत होती है. अभी तक गेम चालू है.
To watch Texture, Global Esports, and you can see that Eraser was visibly agitated after the way those last couple of rounds went. So I think he's like, screw the timeout economy. I want to talk to them now. And he calls it. He gives them a piece of their minds. I mean, it's hard though. I mean, even getting 4 rounds on the defensive side on this map is a pretty good start. You obviously don't want to go 8-4, but let's see if Global Esports can short up
गणेश के
now.
साइड पे नहीं है.
Is the defensive side perhaps seen as more important by the coach? Would love to get a piece of his mind.
All right, Spike is actually waiting here. They're just looking for picks for the time being. A very, very defensive Global Esports right now. We've got Rossi here with the Marshall over at B, but B is not. Oh, hold on. B may actually be where they're going to go. We did see Rossi get some picks
Come on,
with
Ganesh.
sniper rifles earlier. See if he can do it now. He is that first line of defense.
Just hit the head. Easy enough.
And they're going to pop flash right out here.
Oh, he is so aggressive with this. It is not going to work out. Just gets cleared out. Smokes used against him on the Marshall.
Spike planted.
Yep, and it's going to be the same story at B. This is a heavy stack. It's going to be very tough for Global. EJ just continues to get these kills.
ये अटैक साइडेड मैप है. अपने को सिर्फ 5 या 6 राउंड चाहिए guys.
Just having a day
अपने को
out.
सिर्फ 5 या 6 चाहिए. Come on, मार.
Texture gets the one.
उड़ा टेक्सचर, इसका भी खोपड़ी उड़ा. और
Texture too good. Be careful, RRQ. Don't overextend here.
Just pick up that gun.
Nice,
Nope.
nice.
Just going to they're playing for a little. There you go, RRQ, another round in a row. But let's see what Global Esports have plans now with some rifles.
It's been these plays on B over and over again.
Rossi with the naked operator. No armor. He has 1 dash.
And if you watch the way that they're using the agents, they're able to just get into B without the operator really being a threat. I mean, yeah, you could do a blind shot in there, but you know, you can't really rely on that. So B
Finally aggressive जा रहा है क्या?
here. Seems like what they want to do is have Rossi be in a much more forwarded spot to try to get maybe the first pick, but look at the way they move in. Okay, so they're going to go around at Harbor Wall, and they basically make Rossi burn through his first shot on
Nice,
utility.
चलेगा फिर भी.
Now
बहुत
he's back to
good
square one.
Here they come. They have the reckoning, and now Rossi's got to get out of there. He does have a chance to get up on top, perhaps, and stop this. But if this plant goes down, RRQ are in an amazing spot.
Nice Adrian.
Shot there, EJ already taken out.
Spike
But they
planted.
get that plan again, and it's all about just trying to escape. Rossi looks for a shot.
Nice,
Can't
Bazi.
find it yet.
As he gets in there, Rossi not going to hit that one either as 2G takes him out. And they even have a lockdown here. There's a Cosmic Divide, a Reckoning, a lockdown. Like, what are they not using?
Yeah, this is an expensive round on all sides. So they haven't started the defuse yet. They're going to try to get it going, but they fake it.
Yeah, you got the Astra coming through. They got to run through the wall, and that will be enough.
I love that. They just all hop through it once. They don't know where the player hiding is, but they know where the one defusing is. They just got to shoot that down.
Yeah.
चलेगा. Last round,
And that's
guys.
why this composition can be so strong on the attacker side. You get the Harbor Bubble down. You have so many ultimates that help you get a free plant on the B. And I know I'm kind of harping on the points, but this is the way that RRQ have won like 3-4 rounds in a row, so
Getting to see that watch party. 𝘼𝐽𝙊 is hyped on
Yeah.
RRQ right now. Let's see if Global Esports can try to pull it back. No operator this time for 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒. It's going to be a pretty starved round. Before I could even finish what I was going to say about 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒, he's already gone, and we'll have to wait for the second half.
yeah, we don't have to say anything else. Yeah, just trying to catch him off guard, tries to go aggressive. I mean, tries to mix up the play. Can't really blame him for it. Just, again, just feel like the shots are just unfortunately not hitting for him. So play doesn't work out. And now RRQ can kind of regroup. And, yeah, I mean, they don't have any ultimates, but doesn't really matter, I don't think, especially 5v4.
Yeah. So this should be an easy closer here for RRQ. They can just get up into A. You know, with all this tension on B in the last several rounds, I've lost count actually, why not just switch it up and go into A? There's going to be a mid-push, but it doesn't seem like Global Esports is going to get the information they need, and by then it's going to be too late. The site is going to be set up.
Yeah.
The plant will already be there. It's going to be up to a 4v5 retake.
Sprint on in, the A site is empty. Global Esports have to go for the retake on this A site. It's the last round of the half, so they obviously will have to try to force this.
Nice one
yet. I gotta tell you, man, this guy's been delivering every time.
Yeah. Was hoping he was holding a Vandal that time, unfortunately.
Flip gets another. Now down to 3. 𝘼𝐍𝐿𝐒 and 𝘃𝐿𝐴 the last 2 left. And they double dragon this.
Oh, man.
God, 𝘼𝐿𝐴 is so good with these shots.
Yeah.
This is going to be looking like an 8th round win.
One enemy remaining.
They have to get in very aggressively. He knows EJ's up there, and the spray comes through, but EJ is able to short it up, and 8-4. RRQ getting 8 on the attacker side. Very nicely done.
You got to love that setup. One on the low ground, one on top of the box. They can both pop out. You can't have your crosshair in 2 places at once.
Yeah.
So we're going to switch sides now. Global Esports is going to be on that attacking side. We'll see if they can work the kind of magic in B that we saw already here in map 2. But RRQ, man, they are more than halfway there.
अरे ओ बहन के लोग जो इधर लिख रहे हो ना इसके रॉसी के अगेंस्ट लिख रहे हो ना इतना याद रखो कल तुम लोग उसके लिए ताली बजा रहे थे तुम्हारे ऐसे हिपोक्रेट है ना बहन नहीं चाहिए स्ट्रीम पे चले जाओ और बहुत सारे वॉच पार्टी है उधर जाके देख लो इधर बजना बंद करो
very tough, especially like let's say RRQ takes the pistol round, man, you better have some good late half there. Otherwise you're going to be in a lot of trouble. You've seen 𝘼𝐿𝐴 really delivering. 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐴's had
दोनों साइड से बचते जो टीम जीतेगा उसके लिए बचते हो तुम लोग की नियत ही वैसी है
the last 2 weeks where we saw his operator play maybe being the best in the region. Not the case here today.
Yeah, especially into a comp like this, it's just really difficult, but he's trying to make it work. It has not. He wasn't able to make it work on Fracture. But perhaps from the attacking side, we will see something different.
Can't break criticism. Criticism का बात नहीं है. Hate और criticism में फर्क है. अगर कोई खराब खेल रहा है, तुम उसको criticize कर सकते हो.
Well, EJ is just. That's so cute. I mean, EJ is just on fire today.
Yeah,
he's been an absolute murderer. He's every peak, he's just getting the kill.
EJ is like the multi-kill god today, and 𝘼𝐿𝐴 is like the one-tap god.
Yeah.
And the two of them are just going off like... It's crazy if you have 2 players that are playing this well in the same lobby.
Bro, Rossi is over. It's okay if you think that. मेरे को कोई problem नहीं है उससे.
And it gives you... kind of shows you why even DRX were having trouble against this team, because if they're having their day,
के बाद मैंने same message किया रॉसी को कि उससे बहुत better खेल सकता है.
RRQ just looking
ज़्यादा खुश मत होना.
today.
And वो खेलेगा भी.
All right, we now enter the second half here. Global Esports on the attacking side. RRQ ready to defend the A and B site.
And this is so key. You mentioned it, Tasteless, the pistol round. You really want to grab a couple as Global if you want to catch up. You go to 6-8 and you're on attackers on Pearl. You've got a pretty good chance still to win. So I don't want to count Global Esports out just yet, but they still do have to pick a couple of boxes.
All right, let's see how this pistol round goes. RRQ had some insane shots, especially 𝘼𝐿𝐴. It's been wild. It's going to be a push up through mid. They do have a turret spotting over here on A. Looks like they are going to try to creep in there unless they're going to spin to the left. here on the mini-map. And they actually are, okay. They're basically 4-stacking, trying to see if they can find maybe an isolated RRQ player and overpower him. And it's Flip on the very opposite side, peering down both sides, not seeing anything yet. They are now moving up towards the A site here, littered with 𝘍𝐽𝐿𝐻 utility.
Yeah. Just nobody's here except him and Flip, who's got to run on over. This will be a free entry onto the site as that Nanoswarm doesn't quite hit him, but 𝘍𝐿𝐻 still gets the kill and make it 2.
𝘍𝐿𝐻 just keeps getting these shots. Not a lot of HP, but definitely buying time. Zero here. Back up. Don't have a lot of time to work with right now. It's going to be a game of sandbagging here for Global Esports. 𝘍𝐻R going to pull back.
Nice set, 𝘍𝐻R!
Somehow getting that shot right through the obfuscation of the Astra effect.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, shot from both sides there. Just flip left. Not enough time, I think.
Yeah, he just does.
Let's go!
Split is great from the side of Global Esports, and that is a crucial pistol round that they are able to pick up. Give themselves a good chance here on this map.
But let's not forget it was the second round in the first half. Swing that back. 𝘍𝐿𝐻R though, man. I mean, this guy is so good with his pistol play. Just keeps buying time. Definitely had a strong position over there on A.
It's really good stuff. It looks like Global Esports are going to continue towards the site, maybe a little bit quicker this time with their firepower. So here we go.
All right, 𝐸𝐽 is going to get pinged. They're going to have to back up. It's a 4-stack on B. 𝐸𝐽 just going to hang back till he has to confirm. If they see all this utility blow up over here, they're going to know what this is. 𝘍𝐿𝐻 going to come here with a shot. 𝐸𝐽 escapes around the building.
Yeah, he's just on the run. I think they have a good idea of where he might be. As spray comes down, 𝐸𝐽 gets one out of the window. That's all he'll get.
Yeah, nice setup there from RRQ, but the gunplay just superior for Global Esports. 𝘍𝐿𝐻R so
Ganesh.
He has a sheriff.
Nice. Nicely done. That's the 6th win here, the bonus round. Around the corner here. But a good start here. Global Esports playing this half exactly the way they need to. Yeah. They're going to come back and win this.
This could be the beginning of the Global Esports comeback.
So, with weapon superiority, RRQ going to be definitely more comfortable this time around. But if Global Esports could win this one, that would be wild.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Global Esports, bit of a split this time. They want to be a bit more sneaky in a round like this.
All right, 𝘍𝐻 going to back up for a second. 𝘍𝐿𝐻 now coming forward. They're going to seal up B for the time being. Looks like it could be another sprung attack, over here onto A. 𝐸𝐽 going to be ready to receive that, along with 2GE.
Yeah. RRQ have more members towards the A site, which will be important for this hold, but again, Global Esports note, okay, well, there's nobody holding art, there's nobody in this passageway, so we could still potentially get a clean angle. As I say that, trying to draw some attention over to the A site, it's going to pull 𝘍𝐻R a little bit over, but he stays middle in for now.
35 seconds remaining. They're going to have to commit to a site. It's going to be B, but from the side, 𝘍𝐿𝐻R actually going to be tucked in here now. It's good or bad, actually.
That wall is so cheeky.
They have no idea. Yeah, he might just be able to lurk in a position they're just not going to be ready for.
That is crazy.
That's insane, man. What the chaos of the universe working on your side there. He's tucked into a little triangle that they can't find him in.
That was so cute. I love that play. And that's going to earn RRQ a 9th round. Relatively cleanly as well. It looks like only 2GE. It looks like 𝑋𝐸 as well. Gonna have to buy a rifle, but still. So we'll take another look at it here.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, that was wild. I think it's funny because the setup, the idea of it is good, but if you have that micro error in the setup, you actually are probably not going to be able to control the site at all. Okay, no pause called.
Global Esports, no timeouts left, so RRQ just gonna hold on and try to win from here and not have to. 𝘼𝘽𝙊 one orb closer.
Ooh, eating some shots through the box. 𝑋𝐹aro's gonna have to back off. Global Esports not confident. Oh, hold on. Actually, they are gonna push a little bit further here, or at least try to get some extra information. EJ is going to be tucked away over here. They have a good opportunity for Crossfire to take them on when they come downstairs. EJ going to pull back, wait for the rest of the team. 𝘋𝐹aro's
Nice, Ray.
Should be a pretty free plan from here. 𝘼𝘽𝙊 staying out.
Flip with the lurk, gets one.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Nice.
Shot out of the air there by Texture. Did not appreciate how
Bigger
the
discipline
players
nahi
were
tha
over there.
uske.
Quiet push now from RRQ. Spike just on the other side of the cafe.
Let's see it. We got 𝘼𝐼 coming all the way around as well.
Got to start that defuse.
They're going to try to hold it here, but
Nice.
with the bubble down, looks like EJ, okay, he's able to pick up two.
EJ pushes. They're going to try to get 𝘼𝐼 down. They get him. Just one left. 𝘋𝐹aro's 15 HP. He goes down.
Nice, Ray.
But it's not enough time
Let's
to
go.
use the spike, and that's going to be the 7th one here for Global Esports.
Yeah, that was really nice cleanup from RRQ on the site. They don't even get caught off guard by 𝘼𝐼 and Flowers. And now it will be a timeout, even though, you know, they did lose the round, but they essentially, right, they took out all 5 members on the enemy team. So I think the play was pretty decent either way. But still, they have a couple of timeouts. They can afford it.
Yeah, great round there. Just not enough time. But we got to point out, I mean, a very expensive
One guy on
loss.
the right who's just going insane.
I love it, man. So
इधर
RRQ
खुद को
calls for
देख
the
के खुश होते
timeout.
हैं।
Global Esports, if they can take 2 more, they're going to be caught up. But all the guns were lost in that round for Global Esports.
Yeah.
So I didn't have actually good to see how much they had in the bank, but they got to be very careful the next couple rounds.
Yeah.
Because RRQ is playing a pretty good lead, even though these tiny little round victories obviously are essential for Global Esports to take it. They aren't carrying all the rifles and all the weapons with them.
अभी इन लोग का
Having to
इको है
spend
कि
hard.
बाय है?
Yeah.
पैसा ही नहीं देखा मैंने।
Good luck, Fallon. Hi from California.
Welcome. Love seeing the audience members from all over the world
इधर
here
बड़े टेंशन में
in our
लग रहा है।
studio. You too can come down here.
Could be you.
Could be you there. Could be you with the sign.
Yeah. You can write anything you want on the sign as long as it's not vulgar or anything, obviously.
So we're going to go now into round 17. And Global Esports actually does have the funding to buy some rifles here. Essentially,
Yeah,
take those
crucial
rifles
round,
into
guys.
that next round here. RRQ does a push down into A to try to get information. The further along and a half you get, the more attractive the B-site plants can be. So we got 𝘼𝐼𝐽𝐿 here. He actually gets a shot to connect there, nearly killing 𝘼𝐼 off.
Yeah, it's rough for him. This entry not going to be as easy as, okay, we got the KO ult thrown out here by Aaron, just trying to secure the site.
And they're going to try to come in here on the flank. The Seekers are going to be out. It's going to be deep control and elbow over here for Global Esports. 𝘼𝐼𝐽𝐿 with the gunplay is going to flush him out with the lockdown.
Yeah, he gets the last charge, and that'll be enough to drop it down. He gets another headshot.
Beautifully done. One more goes.
Woo. Saved by EJ.
Are they going to go for the defuse? They got to wait for that 𝘼𝐽𝐿 utility to finish out.
Another.
Oh.
They sweep him.
Dude, so good here by RRQ. And excellent usage of the lockdown. Suddenly having that position in elbow is just not very comfortable at all. And one by one, 𝘼𝐼𝐽𝐿 picks him off.
Yeah, just watch. He gets this first kill, charges the lockdown, immediately throws it down. So he's pushing everybody off the site. They have to run out of cover, and so all the teammates, including 𝘼𝐼𝐽𝐿, who picks up another 3K, are able to just slowly, one by one, pick them off, and Global Esports can't hold on to the site because of the first pick from 𝘼𝐼𝐽𝐿. That starts it all off.
So for now, Global Esports is going to be eyeing down A. Let's point out they don't have any good guns right now. So they're going to have some kind of a Hail Mary push. It's going to be Rossi in the lead. Can he get his aim to work today?
He's on the site, EJ very sneaky, and he's going to take him out in the smoke.
Yeah, and so that ulti has now been burned through. Oh my God, good escape from EJ.
Oh, he's still alive!
This is insane! All right, they get the kill, they farm out the gun. They're gonna go deep onto the defender's spawn side.
I think he might have seen him. Yeah.
Oh, nice!
Too quick. They are angry. Global Esports want this win.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be pivotal right now. If Global Esports can take this, they really have a shot. They're gonna come up to B, but the same problem with trying to set up at B is basically they have that position that they already used before. They can try to set up for long, but they're gonna come right into the crossfire here.
Oh,
it's 2 free kills for 𝑋𝐵AROW. Nobody checking behind the pillar.
Yeah, and that's going to be the 11th win here. The 11th hour right now for Global Esports. RRQ is so close to crossing the finish line. I got to sing some praise here for Global Esports. That was a very technical round. And it backfired early on when Rossi wasn't able to take control of it, but they did farm out the gun by hunting EJ down, who was scrambling to get away.
Yeah.
And had an interesting setup, but I think they just didn't account for the fact that there could be a lurk over at B so far forward that he was actually controlling the position they wanted to use to deny a defuse.
Yeah.
He was able to use that position to deny the plan.
गलत किया हाँ
And RRQ called their second timeout here.
Why not? Backhaul जो रे clear है. Pillar plan देना चाहिए था.
I guess the biggest reason is that you're giving time for Eraser as well to talk to his players and maybe kind of put some life into them, you know, like, because RRQ were just kind of running away with the map. But either way, I'm sure, you know, maybe they can set up some kind of set plays and shore it up for RRQ as well. So definitely benefits to calling the timeout as well.
All right, we're going to be going now. Next round. RRQ, they want to just try to get past that finish line. They do not want to drag this out. They know Global Esports is fierce. Obviously, we saw Global, you know, just run that round with classics and almost make it work. But this next one, they're going to be buying heavy. So if Global Esports can come back, it has to be in this next round.
They got to do it here. Let's see what Global have planned. It is an Operator and Blade Storm for EJ, who, by the way, he's bottom fragging. He's having a great day. It does, you know, like everybody on this team is pulling their weight for RRQ right now.
All right, they're going to try to probe into A. EJ gets the burst. Ready to receive more. Are they going to try to commit? So they start to slip away. EJ is actually going to try to push, and he gets another. EJ is on fire.
Yeah. And that's finally on this map going to get him to 1 KD, which is just insane to me, just based on the amount of clutch plays he's had. Obviously, in my mind, 𝑋𝐵AROW still the MVP, as RRQ are looking to end this one quickly. Let's see if Global Esports will go down, or do they have something left?
Yeah, you know, this has been less of an explosive round so far and more of just great sniper play here from EJ. They're going to try to come back over to B. 𝘼𝐵AROW here is hop peeking, so he's going to see that.
30 seconds left.
And they don't have a lot of time to work with here, so they need to get up over into B. And that means pushing down long. They're going to use that Astra ulti.
Bomb grenade out.
But 𝘼𝐵AROW still on the back of the site. 𝘋𝐿Re here as well. Waiting to enter.
10 seconds
Okay,
left.
so they do get the plant. No interruptions there.
Nice,
Oh,
𝘋𝐿Re.
insane moment here for Global. Hold on. It's just down to 2 GE. They do it. Beautifully done. 8-11. The dream is alive for Global Esports.
Absolutely. They buy themselves some time on this map, and very nicely executed there on the B site. They've got 𝘋𝐿Re just waiting, hiding in Link. He's able to pick off the sky, and from there it was good. And this started, you got to remember, with 2 operator kills from EJ. And yet, still, they get the plant on the B, and from there, it's enough to get them over the line.
Beautifully done. The question now is, can Global Esports chain some more wins together? EJ still hungry with that operator. Ready to set up to get some picks over here at B. Let's not forget that was a round probably RRQ could have taken had they managed to clean up what EJ already started.
No way.
This is so far forward. Oh,
Nice!
bit of a trade.
Chalega, trade
All right,
chalega.
cracked B open. Yet gonna wrap around 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐼.
Nice!
His shoulder popping out. Yeah, Rossi gets it.
Very nice pick there. That's going to give them an opportunity to fade ultimate on to the site, but 𝑋𝐵AROH is holding it down in Link. Reckoning here, trying to buy some time and deny a plant, but 𝑇XTUR's able to take out 2GE, and they should be able to get this plant.
Yep, just flip remaining. Global Esports keeps that dream going. Flip going to go ahead and run, try to hide over at A, and let the spike go off. This is going to be the ninth win here for Global Esports. RRQ just needs 2 more to close it out. Global Esports playing the game of catch up so well. Keep in mind though, RRQ going to start banking these ultimates, going to start having plays that they can create really important moments. Global Esports has spent heavy as far as ultis in order to earn these 2 wins.
For sure. I mean, 𝑇XTUR does have the lockdown, but besides him, you know, it might be a little bit rough. Maybe 𝑆KRossi's got one. Not 100% sure. We'll have to take a look in a bit, but yeah, the ult economy is certainly going to be important. As it's a good point, Tasteless. You know, RRQ can kind of sit on it and force at least 12 rounds if you've got enough. We'll see when they decide to go for it. That doesn't look like many of the teammates outside of 𝑋𝐵AROH are that close, other than 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿.
Yeah, and so notice this is a Sheriff buy round, so inferior weaponry, but RRQ has had so many moments where they get the perfect headshots with those Sheriffs.
Please, 5 man. Thank you.
This is their buy round, Tasteless. The Sheriff round.
The Sheriff round, yeah.
Especially for 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿.
This is their ultimate. So everybody has a Sheriff. It is going to be 2GE here with the Marshal as well. They're going to push towards EJ.
Well, he's the one guy with the rifle, and it's a Phantom. Which could be very good for Spray if they try to run in it onto this one. Not able to find any damage yet, though.
Rossi on the hunt. EJ on the lurk right now.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Gets one. Escapes back in there.
Nice.
Oh, no Sheriff shots, though. 𝑆KRossi and Monyet here on the back of the site. Able to clean up, too, but EJ is trying to be the hero.
With the reload here, EJ going to peek again.
Nice, nice.
Rossi has an answer for that. Flipping 2GE, trying to do what they can. Rossi gets flashed, has to go hide. Peeks again. And it's just a 1 versus 2. There's not enough time on this clock.
He keeps killing
just
people.
push through that so beautifully.
He's going for the kill.
He wants to get the kill here.
Yeah.
So the spike is going to go off.
Nice!
But I don't know that Rossi can actually get away.
Hey, you know, he keeps him around.
So, okay, so that was a really good round for RRQ. Importantly, Global Esports wins, but all the guns gone. And so that was very impressive.
Yeah, it actually ends up being a pretty nice round for RRQ. I mean, obviously, Global Esports, they get the win. 𝑆KRossi picks up the final kill. He gets those credits. Does lose his gun, but he's got the Bladestorm. He also has an operator. I mean, Global Esports have won enough in a row that they don't really seem to care. And they've got a nice streak going here on the attack on Pearl. Not too surprising.
Rossi with the op again. They want to get a setup over here onto B, or at least a pick.
It's pretty aggressive, going straight through the harbor wall.
So they're going to rely on the turret to sound the alarm. He's going to take that shot.
Nice,
he has
nice.
to back away.
Nice!
Meanwhile,
Whoa. We caught the tail end of that.
Iधर ही, इधर ही,
They know exactly where 𝑋𝐵AROH is. Oh, no, they don't.
what?
Down A.
How did they not see him?
This is wild. Okay, it's just 𝑇XTUR and Rossi. They're going to use that lockdown. 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐼 is here, lurking with the cafe. Rossi could intercept him. They're going to let that lockdown burn through. There is a push here from 2GE.
Yeah, he's gone all the way around.
Nice.
Looks like 𝑆KRossi is cognizant
Bus,
of it,
bus,
though.
bus,
He is
bus,
waiting. Holding the angle, he hits the shot. And now this is so rough for 𝘼𝘽𝑉 to get.
It's hard to imagine this is going to work. Yep, there it is. Rossi is back. He's getting those operator shots. It's 11-11.
It wasn't over until Global Esports got a chance to attack, and it has been dominant. Starts off with the peek here. The only reason this was close is because 𝑋𝐵ARO is just hiding against the wall. I thought they saw the third person, but I guess they thought he had run away. Oh, I knew he was there.
I knew he was there, bro.
Well, didn't respond to that information.
So this is a very difficult round here. RRQ, not the best guns right now. Oh, but hold on.
Come on, that's
Remember
just
what
not
we were
fair.
talking about? When RRQ has the worst guns, they're better at the game.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It keeps
I don't know.
happening, Tasteless.
I don't know how to analyze it. I don't know what to say. It's like they're so good with these shots. So
Just gonna say that 𝘼𝘽𝑉 is he's the best guy in the lobby right now by far, in my mind.
𝘍rangeR try to push up here. Now they can take A, but RRQ is basically ready for a retake. Playing extremely conservatively. And, you know, 2 agents versus 5, this is a lot to try to cover. If one drops an angle, they can just get overwhelmed. We're gonna just clear this corner. Uh-oh. Right, 𝘍rangeR gets flashed. The push is coming.
Yeah, even using Seekers here as down he goes. Another headshot with the Sheriff. Woo!
Dude,
we're getting overtime.
My heart can't take this. Oh my God.
This was the overtime map,
भाई
Tasteless.
क्या मार दिया भाई उसने?
Because
what we
now
deserve.
𝘼𝘽𝑉 is not going to have a Sheriff, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to
Look
be
at
rough.
this. Bam, bam. He's such a good shot.
How?
All right, this is it. If RRQ can win this, they take the show. Global Esports wins this. We're going to overtime. Operator in hand for 𝘼𝘽𝑉. Full rifle set for Global Esports.
Last round, run it into B. Like the idea from Global, but...
Here we go, here we go. He does not. Oh! Getting shot through the wall there.
Yeah, spotted. 𝘼𝘽𝑉, he's stuck against the wall. He's just trying to run out of the smoke.
Flip, this is wild what he's able to do here. He actually gets out. Wow. This is insane. They've actually pushed Global Esports away from B.
Yeah.
Such a good hold.
The harbor wall keeps him safe. There's a couple of smokes down from various
𝘍rangeR
agents, and he's just able to
Asphalt
like limp out of the corner. I mean, they knew he was there. They got the information.
So it's going to be, okay, the turret's going to spot him, and this is going to trigger the rest of the team to come back over here.